Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another glorious episode of
Hey, Mando.
where we talk about this week's episode of The Mandalorian. We are on episode 21, 22, and it was called, I forgot the name of it.
Guns for Hire.
That's right, Guns for Hire. Welcome to the show. My name is Brad Hughes. The full council is here, and I'm going to give you some details as to why you're not going to get a proper second episode this week. But before I get into that, to my right, the man, the myth, the legend, Evan T. Boucher. Evan,
Whoops.
what's going on?
Wow.
Hey, what does the T
That was
stand
funny,
for?
either way. Hello there. It doesn't stand for hello there. It stands for there and hello there. No, it stands for Thomas.
I thought so. I thought
Just
it was
like
Thomas.
my man to my right over here, which I won't say anything else because that's a good introduction for him.
Ooh, I like that. By the right of the council, by the will of the Force. I've been knighting all of you every show. Grogu was knighted today in the Mandalorian.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
Spoiler
that was
alert.
great.
Yeah.
By Lizzo, which is not what I thought was going to happen.
I
This
don't
is-
even know who that was, but when the
If-
credits rolled, I was like, "Who's Lizzo?" And Taylor was
yeah.
like, "Some singer." And I'm
Should have
like,
called
okay.
today's episode the cameo.
Yeah,
Which the
if-
cameo?
I got a little spoiler. I got a little sick of it in this episode. I don't know why.
I got things
Well,
to say.
the only
Yeah, I
one
got
we knew
things
that
to
was
say.
coming
sick
was
of it.
Christopher
Yeah.
Lloyd. We knew he was in season 3. We
Yeah.
just didn't know when or where. But here he is.
All right, we'll talk about that in a second. So here on the show, we usually do 2 episodes a week. Last week there was like a weird thing with Libsyn. I uploaded the episode.
Yeah,
set
you
it to
know,
schedule.
I noticed that it went to YouTube, but for whatever reason,
Yeah, it didn't pop
Spotify and
up.
everything else.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. There was some weird glitch with Libsyn, who was the host of the show. So take it up with them. It showed up on YouTube. I don't know. I made thumbnails for everything. I applied it to. I don't know. There was some weird glitch. So go back and check out last week's episode where we give predictions for a celebration that's happening this weekend. And I am panicking because I have bad FOMO when it comes to this kind of shit. And because celebration's my jam. I love celebrations.
Just
like it
Look
makes
at
me so
Jacosta's
happy.
news
That
button.
doesn't help me because it's not mine.
But it's come on. It's in the
fucking-
vicinity. I'm not going to put this in the garage, obviously.
Well, no. I mean,
That's
I have to remove my Star Wars issue number 1.
Yeah,
that I have
exactly.
out here graded like an asshole.
this is
It's
now
just
the
like,
most
hey,
expensive.
Come steal this.
Most expensive figure I own, and after we talk
Yeah?
about the Mandalorian, I'll
Most-
talk
it
about
would be-
MegaCon.
That would be the most expensive one I own too. I don't think I
Yeah.
have anything that's that expensive. I don't. Maybe
How much should I get Luke on crate for? How much did I tell you I got that? for?
105.
Was that 105?
Yeah,
Okay.
something like that. It wasn't too because I was like, damn, if I saw that, I would have bought that.
Is your Qui-Gon
maybe
one?
Well, that's. I mean, you
Well-
you would know that better than me.
Yeah. Well, I paid not that much for it. I did
That's
not pay
great.
three figures for it. I did not. I can guarantee you
You
that.
didn't.
Yeah, I didn't.
Wow, I'm surprised by that.
Yeah.
I thought it was like low 3.
No.
The most
I mean, you
expensive
shouldn't
figure I
send
have
that
is the
for a
Kylo
friend's
you got
birthday
me.
present,
So.
but
Yeah.
Yeah.
First thing I told you, I was like, it's not expensive as you think, because I would never spend that much money on you.
I was like, that's great because I
But
would.
that's how we all three do our gifts. Like we always get something awesome for each other, but we're like, it's not going to be $500 awesome.
I
Like,
also know that I downplay shit. Like, there's been stuff that I've bought for friends where I'm like, it didn't cost that much, but it did.
I promise
yeah,
I didn't downplay
fair.
this one.
That's stupid
Really.
to spend that much money on a figure for
yeah,
a friend.
and I wouldn't want you to.
yeah,
much did I-
like I wouldn't
Yeah,
want
look it up
anyone
right
to
now.
like. I wouldn't want anyone to spend that much.
Like
money
I don't know
on a
how
figure
much
for
the
their
Kylo
birthday.
was you got me, but I know it wasn't like $500. But that's my most expensive figure.
I don't know. See, the white box Mando might be my most expensive figure. But anyway, we'll talk figures here in a second.
Yeah,
we'll talk
we will.
more stuff in a second.
Yes.
But so this episode today of The Mandalorian, let's give our spoiler-free thoughts. I am going to say something up front that carries into the episode. I fully believe this was a full-on filler episode of the show.
Wrong.
I know Kyle thinks I'm wrong. You think I'm wrong.
do.
But I can back my
Respect it,
argument up.
but I think it's wrong.
No,
I think I'm in the
and
middle camp there, leaning towards not filler, but
They
I'd
went
see
to
it.
Epcot. Everyone had a
No,
good
they
time.
went to
There was running
Tomorrowland.
around. They went to.
It looked just
Just to
like
show you I'm not bullshitting you.
That's insane. You got it for that,
yeah.
I looked at it up and down,
dude.
up and down, up
that's
and
it.
down, and I'm like, I
That's-
got to do
is
this
that
for
a
him.
real figure?
Yeah, but that's what I'm kind of saying. I was like,
It was 3D printed. It's fake.
That's
Um,
crazy. You got it for that.
unpunched too.
I know. How the fuck did you? Where is that? Is that eBay?
eBay.
Wow.
Dang.
This
Yeah.
guy just probably wanted to get rid of it.
Yeah, maybe. Probably.
He's not
I
very
did that
smart.
with my Halcyon Saber. Nobody was biting, so I just took the price down, and I still made like $150 on it. But like, Christ,
That's nuts. That is crazy.
You know, it'd be smart just to like sell our Halcyon Saber now and then just like buy another
I'd
one.
piss somebody off. Mine doesn't work.
Yours doesn't work.
Yeah,
It,
that's
I'll,
why he's getting another one.
It like
we'll talk after
buzzes.
the show.
Yeah.
We'll talk
Yeah.
after the show because that can be fixed.
but
The
yeah, no, that
good people at Disney told me that
mhm.
when I worked there because I did a video that
There is
My
good people
subway
there. You got to find them.
The
They're
good
They do
people at
exist.
Disney.
They do exist. The good people at Disney.
I might be loading a special ginger snaps for this weekend. The good people at the permissions department at Disney.
Oh, still nothing, huh? 6 to 8 weeks later, still nothing. Well,
We're on week 9 now, sir.
We're gonna talk to Wraith on the ship and
Disney,
plug it into the speakers on the ship.
So Disney, here's the thing: you gave us approval before that, and then you revoked it, and then you said you'd get back to us in 6 to 8 weeks. We are now 9 weeks in. At a certain point, the guys over here at Jedi Talk -7 got something to say about that. So why don't you just tune into Fourth Mother Box coming up soon and see if something happens? We'll just see. You know, I'm not saying it will. I'm not saying it won't. But let's just see. Disney, you poke the bear, you're going to get the fangs. Whatever that stupid phrase is. That's not
Bears
the right
have
word.
fangs.
Whatever. Shut up.
Let's see. You know what?
I did that on purpose.
I'm going to give a
Cocaine bear.
tease.
Cocaine bear.
Cocaine bear.
I'm going to give a tease. I literally, and I told Brad this, I talked to my therapist about this situation earlier because
He
it's
told me
it's
this today.
Like, I don't want to.
BetterHelp.com.
Yeah, no.
Therapycouch.com/Jedi Talk.
I don't want to.
Promo
Yeah,
code.
right next to that Blue Chew promo code. We should try for real to get an actual Blue Chew promotion. I don't care.
We could, as long
I
as
don't
they have
use
no
it.
problem with what we talk about. I'm fine
Probably
with it.
not. They're aimed for
mean,
men.
You're
And I hit the misogyny alarm at least 5 times a show. So
Well, then we
let's
should
get
be
this out
good.
of the way.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
fair.
good.
Yeah. Anyway, let's talk more about this on Fourth Mother Talk because
Okay.
I think we could have some fun with it.
Maybe we should debut something on Fourth Mother Talk because it's not technically Jedi Talk.
No. Can we talk
As
about Mandalorian?
We sure can.
Yeah, that's a good
We
idea.
sure
Good idea.
can. We
Because
sure can.
my
so
spoiler-free
Brad's
thoughts
getting
real
saucy.
quick. Yeah, Brad thinks it's filler.
Oh, it's definitely.
I
filler.
don't be, and I'll give my reasons when we get into spoiler talk. This still was a fun episode.
I'm not
It was a
denying
lot
it.
of fun.
It was fun.
I liked it. I liked it.
My
But like Joe
problems-
Rody said, fun is cheap,
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah, true. Yeah, the
or fun can be cheap.
fun can be cheap. Sure. Yeah, Walt knows that.
Yep.
Well, Walt knew that, but he made it better. So these celebrities that cameoed in this, and we won't say who yet. It's cool, but like I feel it felt dirty to me, and I don't know why.
So here's the thing: I didn't realize that was Lizzo until the end of the episode when it said
Same, Spoiler.
the
Oh, really?
credits. I had
Yeah.
no. I don't know what she looks like. I
me
just know
neither. I've
who
never
she
even-
is, and I know
don't even
like
know that.
I know my head.
Neither do
toes,
I,
check
but
my nails.
I didn't
just
know
don't
that.
know her.
I kind of just made an assumption that
The
was Lizzo.
The Jack Black.
No, like I wasn't even like.
It was either her or like a droid voice. Like, I mean, you're not. There wasn't a whole lot of people in this episode.
The fat black chick was Lizzo. That's what Tom said on this episode of Jedi Talk.
Hit maybe some button. I don't know.
That's funny.
But I don't know who she was. So
So
at the end, in the credits, I saw her name. I'm like, who's that?
I had no idea that.
And
that was
Taylor's
her.
like, she's the one that sings that song about being 100% bad. What?
I'm
And I'm like,
100% that bitch.
I'm like,
no,
okay,
you're not. You're
cool.
100% overweight.
They were using her for
I'm gonna let that
Peloton
sit.
sponsorship recently. People got mad at that.
Wait,
She-
what? Say it again.
Yeah, she was. She did a Peloton ad, and people. No, I'm serious. People were upset. I believe she's for the body positivity movement. She's heavily involved in that.
heavily involved with that.
Body
Did you
positivity
do
should
that on
be.
purpose? Okay.
Body positivity should be if you lose an arm in Iraq and you don't hate yourself for it. It shouldn't be because you refuse to stop eating. And as someone who is not calorie deficient as of right this second today, it's just what it is, and I accept it. And I don't pretend that I'm as good looking as Brad Pitt is. Like, stop the shit. Let's stop
mean,
it.
We'll
It's
get
not
to
healthy.
Star
It's
Wars
not-
You're
eventually.
Brad Armpit.
but, like,
It's Brad Armpit. That's a great name. Why have I not thought about that?
Can you do a Brad Pitt impersonation and call it Brad Armpit?
I'll have
Like
to-
a trashy version of Brad Pitt.
I'll have to. maybe
Work
the
on
one-
it. Workshop
Yeah,
it.
I'll work on it.
that can be like the new Jaguar hairbrush.
Yeah. So all right, back to Mandalorian. Jesus fucking Christ! This episode is a shit show.
So we
We're-
hit
we're
your
like
You
10
got
minutes
you
in,
got
we haven't
you
said-
got 51 minutes left, people.
you hit your
Of
spoiler
this.
thought,
Strap
spoiler
it.
free, and Tom's.
Yeah. Go ahead, Evan. Go ahead.
But yeah, it was basically just CSI meets the movie Tomorrowland. Essentially, is what it was.
Except this was
slash.
watchable.
I didn't put this. I missed this part, but slash also I Am Robot a little bit too,
Kinda.
chasing around a robot through the city, committing
Yeah.
crimes. Like,
So my thoughts on this was it was fun, but at the end of the day, like this is such a forgettable episode. Even the stuff at the end, which they really did some mental gymnastics around the stuff.
which
we'll
is
talk
funny
about.
because fans have been talking about it for like 3 weeks
Yeah.
now. They're like, wait, doesn't this mean that this character is
Exactly.
better than this one, so they get the saber? It's like, well, I guess so.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that when we get to spoiler talk. But like, they did some mental gymnastics that actually kind of worked for me. I was watching,
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, that
okay,
was
okay,
a really clever way
okay.
to do it.
Yeah, it was very clever.
And that's good because it avoids any tension between two characters.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
we
but
don't
I
have
was
to have
really
them
wanting
fight
to
each other.
see the other part of that. But
Yeah.
Yep.
we still might. You never know.
You never know.
I really loved Jack Black's character. I thought he fit in very, very well. He reminded me. He looks
Bombardier.
just like,
I love his name.
Yeah, he looked just like Josh.
Yeah.
My buddy Josh who used to host Jedi Talk. He looks just like him. Like
I
to the
don't-
point where I almost took a picture of it and sent it. I was like, "Hey, yeah, I didn't know you were in Star Wars. What the fuck? Why didn't you tell me?"
It was almost for me like 10 seconds of disbelief. I'm like, is that really Jack Black?
Great timing, by the
But
way.
I'm like,
for
it is.
Super
with
Mario Bros.
Mario today it came out.
Yeah,
I'm going to check it out with Kyle on Sunday.
I'm going to. I was
I'm
gonna
gonna
take
need-
the kids, but I'm gonna go see it. This
I'm going to
weekend.
need you to check in for T-Rex because we're sprinting right from Springs to from the AMC to T-Rex.
No problem. I got you.
Like right after the movie.
I want to know y'all's thoughts because I'm curious. I've heard so many mixed things, which makes me think it's
Yeah.
probably pretty good.
Are you
I
working,
think-
Evan, on Sunday?
Yeah, it was Sunday. I think I get off at like 5:30 or 6.
Oh shit! Okay,
Yeah.
T-Rex is early.
Yeah.
What a bummer.
But
All right,
it
let's
was
do
just
some
that disbelief, just being like, is it really him in Star Wars? Yeah. Oh, okay, it is. Cool. Like, I wasn't mad, but I was like, it took me a second to be like, did they do it?
I think he did a good job. Like
Honestly,
he
yeah.
didn't feel very Jack Blacky in this episode, which
He was
sometimes
controlled.
Which I like him, but sometimes he can be very like, oh, I'm fucking Jack Black. Like,
To the witch.
you
can never.
Yeah,
Yeah, he just starts
be,
breaking
he
down
can
into
be
D.O.
too much himself.
Yeah.
And I think he did a good job of like kind of holding back and being diplomatic, which is what he was playing in this episode. I think
I
he did a
totally
really
would have
good
taken
job.
a Tenacious D concert though in Star Wars. Like, oh, that would have been sick.
I mean,
You
we
ever
already
seen
have.
Tenacious D live?
Not live.
I had a
no.
chance to,
I
and I
would.
didn't go
I
see
wish.
them, and
Oh,
I
that would've
regret it
been
every
cool,
day.
yeah.
We already kind of have Weird Al in Star Wars, so like, it's not too far off.
Not like I really truly think I'm not like the biggest Jack Black fan, but I like him, and I
Yeah.
think he did a really solid job for what the role entailed. It wasn't a
Yeah.
big role; it was a very small thing, and he very easily could have Jack Blacked it up, and he didn't.
But also, like, this goes all the way back to Mando Chapter
and,
1.
and Lizzo's a
There's-
heavyweight actress; she just fucking crushed it.
There's cameos in Mando all
I
over
was
the
joking,
place.
but like I think she actually did a really good job.
She
I,
did.
I was surprised.
I was gonna say that, too.
surprised.
I just thought she was
Especially
an
in-
actress. I didn't know. I'm like,
I know.
I'm like,
Especially
okay.
in that
'Cause
shows
I don't
how
know who
easy
she
acting
is.
That shows you how easy acting is. That somebody like Lizzo can act.
But if I don't know who you are, I'm just like, you're
Or
just
she
an
has
actor.
talent.
Okay.
Oh no, she's not talented, but it's
Yeah,
just
agreed,
we're,
yeah.
we're just shitting on her because it's funny to shit on her. But
Yes.
like, no, she's very
These are
talented.
bits,
Like,
people.
like truly,
Right.
like I think she was very, very, well cast, and B
Well,
did a
used
great
and
job.
sparingly. Like,
Yeah, I think she did.
she wasn't the main
truly-
character of an episode.
I'm not going to
but-
pay to see her at Celebration, but like,
No.
she did a great job as the character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she did what she was supposed to
There's
do.
only like 5
It didn't
people I'd
stick
pay
out
to meet,
like-
and she's not one of them.
No,
So,
no,
like,
no. She
yeah.
didn't stick out like the way Peli Mata stuck out at the beginning.
Originally,
of the show.
but now we love Peli Motto.
Now she fits in.
That's
but,
what I'm
like,
getting back to. Like in Chapter 1, too, the guy driving the speeder. What's his name?
Oh, Brian Posehn.
Yeah, like there's a cameo
Yeah,
in the first 5 minutes
that was
of
like the
Mandalorian.
first 5 minutes,
So
that's
like
right.
it's not a
That's
weird
right.
thing for
Maybe-
Mando.
yeah, you know what? You're right about that. That's a good question.
No, but like
or a good statement. Now I might backtrack on.
Now he
theory
wasn't
about
as
it.
big of a role as Jack Black or Lizzo, but
No,
still
but
he was there.
they only have a big role in the grand scheme of what they've set up. Like they're not going to be, they're not going to
reoccurring
affect
character.
the story of the Mandalorian.
but then again,
I mean, they might. But
after
like, that would
Peli
be-
Motto's
that would be
first
wild.
episode, I would never have thought she's going to come back 17 times.
Yeah.
and yet she does, and we love her.
I
So,
will say that makes more sense because she's on Tatooine as like someone who fixed ships.
Yeah.
And, like that. That is a.
they don't
that's
need to
something
go to these dignitaries every week.
Exactly.
You know, like we're not going to see Jack Black every week.
Your ship fucks up. You need to go get brake pads and
Yeah.
that kind of shit. Like that makes more sense.
on
Yeah.
Pfizer
Brake
15,
pads.
whatever the name of the planet.
So-
I'm sticking with
Yeah, what was
Tomorrowland.
it?
That's
It
all.
was like-
something 15.
Piz,
Piz.
Phasar.
Phasar, something like
Phasar
that.
or
Yeah,
something.
some of the P15.
Yeah, sure.
something 15.
It's called that.
Yeah.
All right, let's transition into some spoiler talk here. So I want to know why you think, before we talk about anything else, why this was not a filler episode.
Okay, so obviously, at the end of this episode,
Don't say that. Don't say that because that's obvious. Like that's,
yes, but that is
It is part
it's
of the
intricate to my
episode.
point though,
but
because
it has
it's like
nothing to do with the whole
right, but
story.
but you hold up, you can't get to that point without letting it slow build to that point.
Yes,
so
you can. You could have completely cut out the entire part of the droids being bad. They could just be mercenaries that are hired by these dignitaries to defend them.
Okay,
You don't need to know what they're defending them from. They didn't need to give you the whole droid shit. That was all completely unnecessary to the plot of The Mandalorian.
Maybe.
not
I
not
think that's-
necessarily because
yeah.
look at Christopher Lloyd, Hellgate
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
his name too.
Yeah,
Hel-
Commissioner
Commissioner Hellgate.
Commissioner
Yeah.
Hellgate. Okay, yeah, that's a great name. Damn,
It's a great
Yeah.
name.
Got
Yeah.
it. So,
A
I'm
great
changing
Scott
my name. I'm related to him.
all right, there you go.
That's your new character.
Dex Hellgate. That's going to be your bit. You keep changing your past. Not that else, dude. Hi, I'm Dex Hellgate. Weren't you Dex Terra? No, I'm
Day
actually
2.
Dex Skywalker.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep
Oh, no.
changing it while I'm on the ship. My character has
Dude,
amnesia.
You should totally do that to fuck with Croy. Like, didn't you say?
Oh my gosh. Oh, that'll
like,
be great.
what? No, I didn't
And
say
then
that.
Wraith will play along too. He'll be like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, that just and then he'll be like, "Good alias, good job, brother." Like,
Hey,
way to go.
Dex Solo.
Yeah, right.
Out of nowhere, yeah. Anyway,
But then
sorry.
you'll be like, I'm not by myself. I'm actually with these people here." And he's like, "Oh, so you're not solo."
So-
Got it.
So Hellgate, Commissioner Hellgate, like his subtle, and yes, the Count Dooku reference was fan service. It was,
100%.
Yep.
but fan service is never bad.
No, I actually think we should, as a show.
It can be bad, but it's not always
can be.
bad.
Hang on.
Yes, yes,
I
yeah.
think as a show, we need to address the fact that fan service is not, by definition, bad.
Yeah.
Correct.
There are things that fan service does where you go, like this, for instance. Oh, you're following those character traits of Count Dooku. Yes, it would make sense that you believe who he is was what you believe in. That's
Mhm.
fine. But I think saying fan service, it kind of like gives it a negative connotation, and I don't want it to because I don't feel that way about fan
Correct.
service. When I say fan service, that's not like saying it's cheap or a jab. I just think it is by definition fan service.
Now, like,
By our own show's definition of what fan service is.
and
it
then
was
we
fan
can we can
service.
mention some bad ones. We say it all the time. The Rogue One, Panda Baba, and Dr. Evazan showing up.
Yeah, that was terrible.
was gonna
Random,
mention that. Yep.
pointless.
Yep.
Why?
Makes no sense. You could have easily seen him in the background and just been like, "Oh, cool."
If
Yeah.
if they're gonna be
Not
there,
just like
Or like
but
why? Like they don't need to be. Why are they on Jeddah?
Was that a reshoot? that
it
reshoot?
probably
I would
was.
bet
I don't
money.
know, but it
Okay.
probably
I would
was.
bet money. And then like they show up an hour later on a different planet at a bar,
Yeah, that's a good point.
unless they were just bar hopping across the galaxy.
Does Jeddah have a bar?
I don't know. Why wouldn't?
Especially not Jeddah City though. That's the holy city.
It? Yeah, but like it's not that now.
yeah, it's kind of
Yeah, that's
run
fair.
down.
That's fair.
You know, the
Yeah, by
Empire is
then- by
there
then.
mining
It's not the
Kyber.
Vatican.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I'm surprised they haven't done like a Star Wars Force Vatican yet.
Well, as long as you don't get a pope involved, because we know how that goes.
The smoke is green. Yoda's now the Pope. Anyway, all right. So back to Hellgate, right? So his mention of Count Dooku, while again good fan
And he was
service is
about
fine
to
with
mention
us.
Anakin too until they cut him off.
Yeah. And so it's like the separatist mention is just more world building around this time.
And
to-
connectivity.
connectivity to show you like these are bits and pieces of what's going to allow the First Order to rise because
Uh-huh.
because the New Republic is picky and choosy with things they're addressing. They've left this planet alone, which is fine.
Yeah, once again,
You
this
could
is
leave
like
it alone.
Navarro, where they're like,
Yeah.
we're not involved with you, and we don't want to be involved.
So they've turned to the droids, and obviously the droids have issues because Commissioner Hellgate is, separatist, and he wants to see, anarchy in a sense. But so that didn't bother me as to why they were there helping that because that served to a greater purpose. It was cool. Like this was Star Wars weird in the best Star Wars way.
Yeah.
Like this
It
you
felt
said
like-
it too, and I felt like this was Epcot and like living with the land.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
it looked like it was Planet Epcot.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Tron pavilion, like the
Yeah.
pavilion,
Mhm.
the Tron,
Tron
pavilion.
Pavilion. Dude, did you
That was
see
like too
how
natural out of my mouth.
Did
just
you
then.
see
It
how
was like
big
a Tron pavilion.
they're claiming the Tron expansion is? They said it's 10 acres. I'm like, does that include the show building?
Oh,
Because
hang on, the fuck, it's 10
Galaxy's
acres.
Edge is
It's
14 acres, so come on.
Yeah, get the fuck
10
outta-
acres? Did they build underneath? Like,
Are they counting like the level of Tron here and then the under it too,
Yeah.
like the
It ain't
multi-levels?
10 acres,
No.
bro. I'm sorry.
I love the area,
like,
but
it
it's
might
not
be
10.
like if you count the whole backstage area and the show
Yeah.
building, like you're saying.
Yeah.
But that doesn't count.
They're
I'm
building it like a
sorry, that
land
doesn't
expansion
count.
almost.
The
I'm like,
fuck
come
outta
on,
here.
guys. I
It's-
love this ride. Don't
all
make
you-
me hate it. Like,
All you have to say is it's the biggest expansion to Tomorrowland ever, and everyone goes, "Okay,
There
leave
it
it
is,
Leave
yeah.
it alone. It's fine.
Right.
That's
There you
all it is. You don't need to give a number.
we know it doesn't beat Edge.
no.
No, stop it.
So
That's
calm down.
stupid.
It's
I
not
ha-
even
I
as big
haven't
as
seen that,
Pandora,
and
so
that's
come on.
stupid as shit.
It was in one of the 17 grand opening celebrations they had for Tron. One of
Yeah, I know. God, they had a bunch
they
of
had
those.
one
I
on
didn't-
opening
I don't
day,
pay
one on
attention
like
at
media
all.
night, one for like preview days. They've had
Just
like 5
Every
of them.
don't see
Disney
any of
Parks
this.
Instagram, it's like they're posting a show,
Oh,
like
yeah,
a picture.
look.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I'm probably blocked.
yeah,
Yeah.
probably actually shadow banned from Disney somehow. They've got
Probably.
that kind of money. That's why Genie Plus was $35 today.
And
yesterday.
sold out. Still sold out.
Sold out by
We
10
got to
a.m.,
get these
man.
resort
People are
fatties to stop
insane.
buying this.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous about Kyle's trip this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's all right.
Wait, hang on. Do we know how it went today for the boarding groups? Do we have any idea? Did anybody get any?
No, I have
get
no
one?
idea.
Oh, I didn't try to get what today's day 2.
I'm gonna try tomorrow to get one just to see if I can get one. Because
Okay.
I tried on the
Hopefully
first day
this
and
is
it was
our
gone in 2 seconds.
last thing here that can sidetrack us and we'll come back. So on April 18th,
Yeah. Okay.
when you don't need on April 18th, when annual pass holders don't need reservations to show up after 2 during the week, not on weekends, how does boarding groups work?
You just still have to get a boarding group. You
But
still
I
have to
don't
get
need a park reservation,
Well, if you want to get in
You're not
before 2,
you
you
need
have
a
to
res.
get in a boarding room.
Yeah, you need a res.
so I have to get a reservation and a boarding group to
Yep.
go to Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
Dumb.
Yeah. Well,
but
that's-
you can
but they
park
say
up
that.
to Kingdom,
Yeah.
but you just won't get a boarding group.
You have
But
to start at Kingdom no
however,
matter what.
you can pay an individual lightning lane of $20.
Yeah, if you'd like to spend $27.
I love Tron, but not
they're
that
on
much.
they're on 88 right now, 80 to 88.
I don't know
not
what that
good.
means.
4:51
I don't-
Eastern Standard
I
Time.
haven't been following them at all.
They went down yesterday while I was there at
Guardi-
Group 103.
Guardians is on 118, which is, of course,
It's
I'm
way more
one
efficient.
ride away from 100. 118 is normal for this time.
Wow.
I really hope you have to pay
Dang.
for your 100th ride
oh,
with Kyle.
damn.
Why? You're just jealous that I'm getting these boarding groups. Sitting there twiddling your dick
am.
while it hits 7 a.m.
Would you
You're
do
just
it?
like, oh, crap.
Dude, I'm asleep at 7
Yeah,
a.m.
yeah,
Get the
I know.
fuck outta
Yeah,
here.
I know.
I make Holly do that shit.
All right.
She
Well,
probably-
then you play Polly. Don't
I
be
do
jealous.
play Polly.
All right, then. Fuck off.
What the The last time I woke up at 7 a.m. for boarding groups was Rise, so that's
Jesus
We
Christ.
know.
Yeah.
Calm down.
and I love it.
Speaking of which, see, I knew we weren't going to get sidetracked from this. You know, they mentioned the MCU and the Spider-Verse trailer.
Oh boy, love that.
MCU Earth. Yeah.
Yeah, great. So,
I didn't see it. but I
so
can't
in
wait. I
in
knew
Spider-Man
that was gonna make
in
her upset.
Spider-Man 8 in Spider-Man 8 you'll see Spider Pig with Spider Gwen or whatever, and live action Peter
Gonna be
Parker.
making out.
It's gonna be great.
Oink, oink.
All right. Anyway, back to the Mandalorian. Where were we?
At least Star Wars is good. Yeah, so we
Too bad
finally
this
got
episode wasn't.
no, it
It
was
was
good.
good. You said you
I'm,
liked
I'm,
it.
I'm fucking around.
It was good.
No one said anything. There's got to be talking that happens
All
on
right,
the.
let me just finish this thought real quick. Bochant War Widows will never get my bus pass money. So
And this tied a lot back to even season 1 of Mando 2. We got some Ugnaught.
yeah,
and Quill
oh yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Who
The
cares?
Ugnaught. So
That shows Mando's development and how he could be a leader too. Like they're setting up Bo-Katan to be the leader, but Din has grown a lot.
they obviously. I'm glad that they went right into Bo's mission from the armorer that says go find the other Mandalorians in exile.
Yeah, I didn't think Din was going with her though.
Yeah, I don't even remember him getting in the ship at the end, but I don't know. I guess he did.
Well, she didn't get
They
in
didn't
the
show
ship.
it.
She
Yeah, they
just
didn't
stood
show
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
He just went with. Yeah. Did this? No, he was just in the ship.
Did you skip the recaps?
Of course.
I finally. This is the
Yeah,
first
I'm
one I
done.
skipped the recap.
I watched this one.
You did.
Did you?
Did
Yeah,
it
there was
spoil
a-
it,
What did they
or-
show?
Yeah, there was more Moff Gideon in this recap.
Why?
Why?
So the one time they don't spoil it.
It was him telling the story of the Darksaber, like, oh, it's a story.
That would have
okay,
given it
that makes
away
sense.
that
Yeah.
Din was going to give it to Bo.
It's
So I'm glad I
focusing
skipped it.
Yeah.
So the conflict on the planet doesn't bother me because it helps build how the New Republic is not addressing things that maybe they should be addressing. There are planets out there who are finding their footing and finding their way. Like, I'd love to know what Batu's like right now. I'd love to know what Hoth is like. I'd love to know what Crate is like. Like I wish
Instead
they
of these random new planets.
agreed. I wish they went to these planets and showed us what they
this
are
planet
right
should
now.
have been, it should have been Sereno. If you're going to mention Count Dooku.
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
a separatist homeworld of
Sereno
Sereno.
would have been a
And
lot of fun.
And it's a fancy
Yeah.
place, too. So if you're just going to be like, oh, we wanted a fancy place, Sereno. It's got
Mhm.
a freaking castle for crying out
Yeah.
loud. We just saw it in Bad Batch. So
So-
show how it's evolved. But
So, and especially, I know Brad doesn't want me to get to the end, but the way it wrapped up in the end and how it ended in that final shot, by the way, directed by Bryce Dallas Howard.
yeah, she
Um,
did good. I liked it.
Was it really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I missed that.
It's like the first thing. Brad must have fallen off his
Somehow
couch.
missed that.
Yeah,
I
BDH.
missed that today. I just saw Lizzo. Got freaked out.
Lizzo, no, it was like Jack Black, Lizzo, then Christopher Lloyd.
Wasn't Lizzo
Yeah.
in She-Hulk, too? Or did I
No,
make
that's
that up?
Megan
that
Thee
Megan Thee
Stallion.
I don't
Racist.
know the difference.
Are you saying that all black people look the same, Evan?
I'm saying all celebrities that I don't know or care about are people that I don't know or care about.
That's a good point. Neither do I. So they had to, like, I would not have been, like, if they would have done that mission, Brad, and there wouldn't have been any sort of little connectivity to the greater Star Wars world, I would have been pissed. Like, just get to the point of the end of the episode when so and so is doing the thing, and boom, you're good.
It was
feel
like
like the
classic
show-
Mandalorian side quest, but it
Yeah.
wasn't the
It
bad
wasn't.
one.
I
Like
feel like
no,
this
it's not the
episode-
bad one. Like the ice spiders. It wasn't that episode.
I feel like this for me, it's like the Ice Spider episode.
that has nothing. That
Because
doesn't
at the-
impact
Because
anything.
at the very end of that episode as well, you get the stuff with the New Republic that show up on the thing, and they're like, there's. I feel like every Mando episode lately has been like nothing happens for 20 minutes, and at the very end, there's something that they tease at the end, and then they don't follow up with, and it's frustrating the absolute shit out of me.
Well, they
What
followed
have they
up
not
with
followed up
Bo-Katan going
with?
off to find
I mean,
Mandalorian.
season,
yeah, but like, is this what you is this the episode you guys thought you were getting today?
I really didn't
No,
know what
I
I was
didn't-
getting.
I didn't know,
I
though.
didn't.
And
But,
I
like,
was just talking.
I almost
about,
expected
Search
Sabine
your
Wren,
feelings,
but
you know this
before-
to be true.
No,
No, I
last,
don't.
last
No, I
night
don't.
talking to
This
Austin
is-
on the phone.
This was like, hang on a second.
Go ahead.
This is like what you thought you were gonna get.
no, I
No.
did not have any expectations.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's like I don't go in thinking what I'm going to get, and
No,
I watch the
I don't
recap,
pl-
and
I
I
don't
just like
plan it out myself. But like when I go like
I
the episode where they're like go find the Mandalorians, and then they go to a planet where Jack Black and Lizzo are hanging out,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
fight droids.
Facts there.
that's Star Wars. I don't know. Like
It's
the
not.
only episode this season that I was disappointed with what I didn't get was the first one.
Yeah, same.
I'm not disappointed with this, but I just feel like this is a filler episode because it does absolutely nothing, minus the last 3 or 4 minutes of a 42-minute
they
episode.
had to get there, and this
You don't
helped.
have to tell the story of these droids that don't
All right,
work.
how do you make the episode then?
You go, hey,
Bo gets
these,
the Darksaber at the end.
these
There, boom.
Mandalorians are security service because we don't believe in a military. Okay, where are they? They're over there. You go, you have the fight, and then you move on. Because everything drilled down, nothing happened except they got to the planet. Hey, can you help us with these droids? We don't believe in guns. Okay. We got this guy. He's a separatist. There are no repercussions for him. We don't know what happens to him.
He gets
We
exiled.
don't know what his affiliations are. We don't know anything so that whole thing doesn't pan out in any way. The thing that you focused on, same thing, and I feel the same way with the episode with Dr. Pershing. What happened? He's just gone. You don't address like his
We got
mind
2
flayed.
episodes. We got plenty
But
of time.
his mind flayed is like so not like so just nothing. That's just the end. Okay, I mean that's fine. That's fine. That's what it is. But there's nothing that happens with him,
Yet.
and then well, of course we don't.
And
know.
if it doesn't, that's fine because I thought they killed him. I thought he's dead.
Dr. Pershing.
Uh-huh.
Same with
Oh no,
Rampart.
I'm back to
Rampart
I'm
and the
back
Bad
to-
Batch
what's
too.
his
Like
name
I just
here?
assumed he's dead.
I'm back to
Like-
Christopher Lee here.
Christopher
Lloyd?
Christopher Lee, Christopher Lloyd.
Okay.
There was Dooku mentioned though.
That was
Yeah.
cool, but then nothing happens. You don't. There's no flash to like Moff Gideon. He's been arrested. Like that would any little thing that would tie it in didn't happen.
You
so
know
then
what,
they
though?
just go. They shift focus and then they go. All right, go back to the Mandalorian. So why couldn't we just go talk to them, bypass all this droid shit? Because no one cares.
Hey, in 2
And
weeks.
he only would have been the only reason he even like was gonna press the button was because he got found out. So if he hadn't have got found out, he wouldn't have even threatened to do that. So there was no threat. The threat is introducing the Mandalorian to the thing, because then they found out what was going on. There would have been no threat. They were malfunctioning here and there, but that wasn't his fault. So none of this had any implications to the greater story of the
Whose
show.
fault? Hellgate's.
Yeah.
It was his fault that they were malfunctioning. It was his chain code.
Yeah, the things
Oh,
he was
that's
putting
right.
in the liquid,
That's right.
the
That's right.
oil
The
or whatever,
oil
the
thing.
nanobots
But like
that we
I-
saw in the droid
more.
morgue.
You all
Yeah.
forgot about
That was
Like,
crazy.
no one
No, I
cares.
didn't.
Like
No, I didn't. I just
when
told
you
you.
asked
I
me
forgot
about it, I
about it.
answered it.
fuck both of you. You guys know I'm right on this. This is a
But-
killer
No, I
episode.
know.
No, no,
You,
no. So-
you're not. I disagree. Respectfully
How
disagree.
is it how?
Look at
What-
look at this.
how?
Look at the
What do-
planet
what
they were
does
in.
the droid
And-
shit have to do with anything? I'm talking specifically the droid malfunction.
Oh, see,
thing.
now you're picking up the droid stuff because if you think about the planet, like look at those two guys
The
in
planet,
stormtrooper armor
fine.
behind them. Like those were
Wait, who?
The
two
little
guards were in
guards. They're
stormtrooper
like
gear.
royal
They had their
guards
helmets off.
looking.
They were like royal guards in
Yeah.
old stormtrooper
It
gear.
almost looked like a
I
cross
didn't see
between a
that.
stormtrooper
Yeah.
and High Republic. Like,
Yeah,
it was
they were-
weird.
I
they-
did not see that.
and
Yeah.
and they were. You even said the amnesty program. Like all those guys are like ex.
Jack Black.
Imperials,
He used to be
yeah.
Imperial.
Yes, no, that is
Okay,
fine.
all right,
I'm
droid
talking about the droid malfunction section of this episode. Has nothing to do with the rest of the show.
Yes, yes.
It does.
It
It's
might,
because it has something to
but
do with
as
the
a-
rest of Star Wars.
Mhm.
It
Yes.
might, but as of where we stand at this exact moment, I can't speculate.
exact
where
moment.
we're going ahead. We're going ahead at this exact moment.
But that'd be like
I do not hang on. I do not care about this droid story.
Well, it's over. So
then
that's
you
good.
then you can just do that with any droid ever.
Yeah.
Like, there's a big flaw in this story. Like, you can just
That's the
program
point
a
of
fuck
battle
up
droids.
of this.
Yeah,
you
that's
can,
the point
You can
of
program
droids.
droids to mess up. Look at IG-11. He was
Same with clones.
assassination, and
you can do it in
and they
inhibitor
took care of
chip in a
Grogu.
clone.
I'm okay being wrong, but I feel like I'm right on this. I feel like this is not going to
No,
pan
that's
out. I
fair.
feel like it's not going to pan out. That's my thing. It's like they
But
said
everything
this thing,
doesn't need to pan out. How many times have things not panned out in Star Wars?
But then to focus a whole episode
Next
on
top
it?
10 list. How many top 10 things in Star
That's
Wars that
actually a
didn't
good
pan
one.
out?
No, that's
Seriously,
actually a
that
good
should
one.
be like
would
our
a
first
great-
one to come back.
That would be a great one.
I like that
Fuck it,
one.
let's do it.
Number one.
By the
I
way,
know my number one.
By the way, our 100 to 75 has to start next week.
Oh,
So
we're fucked.
No, I have 73 of them done.
okay, I have like
I
8.
have
Wow.
0.
All right.
done.
Well,
3, 2, 1.
No, I really feel like this is one of those things that they're going to bring up that, because here's the thing. Okay, this is a feeling. This is not a fact. Okay, this is just all
More than a
feeling.
feeling.
are you
It's
hooked
more
on
than a
it?
feeling. I'm hooked on this feeling.
Okay.
I think that this is one of those things in Star Wars that they brought up
Is it
that
good
you
or bad
that you
feeling?
go, can you shut the fuck up and let me talk? I feel like this is one of those things in Star Wars that could be very interesting that they are just going to completely abandon. And it's like, well, this would have been a cool setup for something maybe down the line, but now I don't care because you didn't do it when you should have done it. And that's how I feel about this episode as a whole. Now, the ending, absolutely. There's a lot to be said about the ending, and I think the way they did the ending with the Darksaber was fascinating. I feel this episode is a filler episode because the only thing that implicates the story as a whole, that what we know of as the Mandalorian story, is the last 3 minutes of the episode. So when you have a 42-minute episode and 3 minutes matter, that is a filler episode.
We haven't even talked about the beginning of the episode, though.
Oh, the love story, that was kind of stupid.
Yes, but it also shows Axe Woves and what he's been up to.
Yes.
He's the one that broke out Moff Gideon. He says we just do whatever we're paid to do. Someone paid
God damn it.
them
I like
to
my
get
idea better.
Moff Gideon out.
But that's not a bad call.
So that's how this episode ties into the larger story of the Mandalorian.
Okay, so add a minute onto my runtime. 4 minutes out of 42 minutes matter. That's my thing.
But it also
When you're
answers all the
watching-
questions. We're like,
when you're
wait, how
watching-
did Bo lose Moff Gideon's cruiser? Where's it at? Well, now we know where it's at. Like, it ties into everything that we've been asking.
That's true. That did wrap up something she said from
Yeah.
the first
Yeah,
episode.
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
It actually did.
Okay, so the droid shit still doesn't make a difference to the overall. That's my only point, is the droid shit makes no difference.
But it does, because it
But it
shows
doesn't.
the state of the universe right now and how the First Order
Wow.
are
But
going
it
to
shows
come
the state
about.
of this one planet.
And how that's
Yeah.
happening
Not
on
the
multiple
universe.
planets.
don't know
Navarro's this
that.
way. Yep, we know Navarro's like that.
Navarro
we
was
know-
different.
How do we know Navarro's like that?
Coruscant's even different.
Because
we've been to
Grief
Navarro
Karga-
twice.
Wait, hang on. Navarro has this problem with droids?
No.
Just he's
Okay.
talking about problems in general.
Oh,
And how the
okay.
New Republic don't care about these planets like Tomorrowland, like Navarro, like
Is that movie ever going to be on Disney Plus?
No.
probably not. But I got the DVD, so I'm happy.
Oh, okay.
I don't care.
That movie's terrible.
Hate
I've
you.
never seen it. I just want
It's
to watch
bad.
it.
He's got.
Oh, I love it.
He'll let
Do you
you
really?
borrow the
Wow.
DVD. He loves it.
I
It's-
won't
it's
let you
so
borrow
bad,
it
dude.
because I don't know what happened to it. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't think I have a DVD player, so you're good.
You got an Xbox or whatever.
It'll work. It'll work in that.
I don't have an Xbox anymore.
PlayStation?
Please-
No,
but
I have the digital version.
It doesn't have a disc slot at all?
Nope.
No, not
Whoa.
the digital version.
It's cheaper.
I hate
$100
that.
cheaper.
Yeah, I hate
Ah,
that.
fuck that. It's 2020.
I like physical media.
Me too.
Yeah, so do I. But if I really want the physical media, I'll buy it. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm
It's,
good.
Man,
hey, I'm not advocating watching Tomorrowland. That movie's
I am.
terrible.
it's not.
It's bad. Tim McGraw has a wife that they killed off in the script, but she still shows up in a few of the scenes in the background.
Who's Tim
They-
McGraw?
The actor of the movie, the guy who's the main dad, the
I
dad.
thought the main dad was George Clooney.
No,
That's
Tim
the main
McGraw's-
character.
Oh,
Tim McGraw is in the movie as an actor.
oh, that's
Okay,
terrible.
I don't know who he is. I have to look that up because that actually is bad. I can't deny
Oh,
that.
it's
That's
bad.
bad. Yeah.
Like, she's in the bed in a scene where they like pan over him. He's supposed to be sleeping, and there's two people in the bed, and the mom is. They shot the footage of the mother.
Oof.
Then they went back and edited her out of the story,
Dang.
and she's still in the bed. Like, it's dude, that movie's and that's not the only. It's just not. I mean, I'm glad you love it.
Yeah.
I really wanted to like it. I have never left a movie that disappointed in my life.
Interesting.
That was the same year that The Force Awakens came out, and I remember thinking, like, fuck if they fuck Star Wars up like this. Because that came out, I believe, in March of the same year.
I can't
Oh,
remember.
yeah.
I think it was though.
I'm like fairly. I was hyped about that movie. I remember being like, "That's fuck." They
Me
did
too.
Pirates. Pirates was dope.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And like
And
Tomorrowland's
it
my
starts
favorite
with-
land.
It starts
like,
with this really cool thing of him on like the boat on It's a Small World, and then like it goes down into this like underground. It's really cool. And then they somewhere along the line you're like, so wait, there's a rocket ship in the fucking the Eiffel Tower,
interdimensional ship
thing into the Eiffel Tower. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Yeah. It goes from the World's Fair to an interdimensional rocket ship in the Eiffel Tower.
The World's Fair is a flashback.
Yeah, it's a weird movie. It's weird.
Any more thoughts about? Because I think we both disagree about filler versus non-filler.
Yeah, and more connectivity too, because we see the Corrin and the Mon Cala. They say we've finally patched everything up. We're finally together.
Who cares?
But it's like, well, now they're finally together.
Is that a plot point in Star Wars that literally anyone gives a fuck about?
Yes,
the two species. Yeah,
I'm sure they do, but do you care?
Yes.
Were you going like, oh, thank God they fucking figured it out?
No, I didn't do that, but I also didn't say, oh, this is stupid. I mean,
I didn't think it was stupid. I just was like, okay, fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
But it's also like,
fine.
oh, they just patched up their differences in time for the First Order to come and ruin it again. So it's like more timing of the galaxy and more how things are going.
I thought this first half of this episode was going to kind of lean into like you should love who you love story, which I agree with.
Yeah.
But it didn't, and I was like, so what's the point of this?
It's just
what was the
showing
point of
what.
the beginning?
But Axe Woves is
Like
just
I said, to show
doing
what Axe has been doing.
what he's doing. He's just
Somebody
like, this is
paid
funny.
him.
Casca Reeves too. She's like, this is business.
Yeah, somebody paid them to break out Moff Gideon.
I'm so shocked on y'all's opinions. I thought we were all going to be on the same wavelength on this. I this was one of my least favorite episodes of the show. Period.
Watch it again.
I will. I definitely will.
It's not
but
in my
like,
top. How many now? 22? It's in my top maybe
10?
17, 15 of them. Top 15.
We'll rank ours after this season's done
Yeah. It's not my top 10.
from all 3 seasons. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm tired of Star Wars doing this thing with me, especially with the Mandalorian, where they hype you up on the ending and then they don't deliver. That ending should have been a split. Like Mando should have done his thing with whoever's there, and she should have gone off and done her own thing and figured it out. I don't know why they're there together. It's not necessary. Nothing until the end was necessary about them being there together. It was a waste.
Maybe the point of them being together is to show you that both Bo-Katan and Din Djarin are the literal parents of Foundling Grogu. Because when I was
don't know.
watching that
Today, Lizzo
episode,
was the mom for Grogu.
correct.
That game they played looked fun.
He really did. I
Oh,
love
yeah,
Grogu
yeah, it did.
cheating.
And he used the
Grogu.
He was
Force. That
cheating
was
with
so
the
cute.
Force.
Yeah. Again,
Yeah.
we're seeing more of Grogu in this progressive
Great development
But
for
not
him.
really. I mean, he's in there for a second or two. Like
But he
without
we
getting
showed him-
exhausted.
And-
yes,
yeah,
I
he's
get
just like,
that.
there we go. I got
And
this.
Mando
That's
was
fine.
like, she's like, can I hold him? And Mando's like, he's probably not going to like it.
Yeah.
But then Grogu's like, I'll do it. And he goes
Well, it's
himself.
because she had food.
He's
Yeah.
Jack. He's my
To
dog.
nobody's
Jack.
shock.
There's
Yeah.
If you show food to Jack, he will love you for the rest
Right.
of the time, and he will ignore everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. All right,
And he
let's
did-
dive into the more of the details here because I feel like I could. Gentlemen, I respectfully disagree.
That's fair.
I respectfully disagree.
Because we respectfully disagree.
Yeah, that's fine, and
true.
it's okay to disagree.
Yeah.
That's what I think people forget that it's okay to disagree. This is.
I never thought we'd see both a droid morgue and a droid bar.
The droid morgue made me laugh so fucking.
Me too.
hard.
I was
funny.
like, what are
I
we
texted
doing?
Tom. I was like, the droid morgue.
That's when I went. This is CSI or whatever crime show.
Why the fuck is there a morgue for droids?
I have
Throw 'em
no
in a
idea.
fucking-
Indiana long nuts.
But
they
in the
have a fucking thing where the Ugnaughts are like fixing them up. Throw them in there.
in the droid bar too, we had like 5 RX droids, so you know I lost it.
Of
Seeing
course
RX
you did.
droids.
I knew.
Yeah.
They all turned and looked. So yeah, we had
That
the
was
scene with the
great.
Ugnaughts down below.
That was great
That was
because
good little throwback.
Bo-Katan's
Fine
like
with it.
unintentionally insulting them, and Din's like, no, let me handle this, and he's like,
I think the Quill
I have
callback
spoken.
is good because it ties in the first season of Mando, and Quill was a beloved character in the first
Yeah.
season. People
Yep.
forget because all the shit that happened in season 2. But
Right.
he was a beloved
Yeah,
character
yeah.
in season 1.
Yeah, Quill
Yeah.
was like the backbone of season 1.
There, my boy.
Yeah, hell yeah. And
I have
that's
spoken.
all
That
you
was-
could
That
have.
was some real shit back then. I have
it's,
spoken.
I
it
have
was
spoken.
again today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
have
did it.
spoken.
And the Ugnaughts listened to him because they wouldn't listen to Bo, and he's like, "I'm friend of Quill. I have spoken." They're like, "Oh,
So does that mean like he was like a prominent person in the species?
maybe,"
No.
but
Leader,
they
or-
also just probably know each other. It's like a tight knit species like that.
I loved
It could have
Quill.
been too like that's
Rest in
their.
peace.
This is the way. They're like, oh, he's in like on our secret
culture, yeah.
our secret culture word here that we have. So
They all
we'll
take
listen.
pride in like their hard work and
Yeah, and he even says he's like, you're known as the most hard-working species in the entire galaxy and stuff. So it's like,
They're the Mexicans of Star Wars. Hit the button.
I don't know if I have that alert, like a Mexican joke alert.
you would need a button for that button then, if that's the case.
That's fine. That works.
What? Yeah, the only thing I know, like, there's like 2 Ugnaughts on like the Cloud City
Well, there's a bunch of them
guild
throwing
or
around
something.
C-3PO's head and stuff in Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
When Chewie goes to save C-3PO.
That's where they are.
Yeah, that's
They're
where they
in
got
Empire Strikes
introduced.
Back. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. But I know they have a few high-ranking ones on Cloud City.
Oh, fair. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Um,
I think I remember. You're right. Like in one scene, they're like walking by,
Mhm.
and they have like fancy clothes on and stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
One
Good
of them held Anakin's saber.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
In the comics, yeah,
Yeah.
they find it. on
That
the
I
Rebel.
forgot. I knew
Yeah.
someone did. I forgot it was them. 'Cause
And
that's
it
how
somehow
Maz
got to
gets it.
Maz.
Oh, she
Yep.
buys it from him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I forgot it was them.
That was the most underwhelming story.
Very underwhelming. I was
That-
actually hoping that
Yep.
we would
She
see
got
some
it.
of that Mandalorian when we saw the Ugnaughts. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, retcon this, please.
That would have been cool.
Yeah.
One
That
of them
would've been
having
cool.
it.
Or
That
just
would be
like,
cool.
yeah,
Yo, that would've
maybe
been
Mando would have given it to
awesome.
Maz. Maybe he goes to Taco Downer later.
Dude.
Yeah.
John
That's the kind of
Favreau,
retcon
I know
can
you
get
listen.
behind.
Dave Filoni, do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give us purpose.
I would be shocked if Dave Filoni doesn't listen to this podcast.
I'm
The
not.
the amount of
Nah.
story beats that have happened as a recommendation of this show
Maybe.
in comics,
I don't think Dave Filoni listens to Jedi Talk.
I would be shocked.
Some people on the Halcyon listen to us. Hey guys.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
I hope
I'd
Lebeth
be
is doing
shocked.
okay. I feel like
Somebody
Lebeth
from
is-
Disney or Star Wars is
Well,
listening. to
no,
this.
somebody from Disney's definitely listening to at least one of our episodes.
And they're angrily typing an email as we speak.
But,
Dear asshat.
but I talked to Austin before. I think it was last night. Whatever. Before watching today's episode, and I was like, we both were like, this is a weird place to be. Where like we have no idea what's gonna happen today,
There's
next
2
week,
episodes
next
left.
week. It's a weird place because like we knew this season was gonna have everything it's already had, but it's all already done. It's
Yeah.
like,
I feel like
what's
this
gonna happen?
season's doomed a little bit from the start because you ended on, and this is something I always feared a little bit about season 3. You
100
ended on such a high note.
Yep.
There's going to be a feeling that season 3 just can't live up to
deliver.
it.
You
It
can't
can't deliver. I'm having fun with season 3.
I like
It's
season
not.
3.
It's definitely so far doesn't beat season 2. Like
No.
right, if like Cal shows up and he's him and Sabine Wren are going at it doggy style, then maybe this
He's
will be
jerking off
better.
to Grogu. He's like, "There's the youngling
Oh
I've been looking
wow,
for."
you took that one.
He's not that young. He's 55. He's
No,
legal.
I wasn't talking about that. I was just talking about the Cal stuff. But-
Cal beating off.
Oh, we know it's not
going
going to be Marin thanks to the amazing book. So.
No, she's fluid. She's
True.
bi or pansexual,
True.
whatever that is.
True.
Yeah, that amazing book. Christ. Ugh.
Yeah, that's how I feel about this. I feel like they mic dropped so hard season 2 that it's
If-
like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
There's nothing you
if
can do.
This season
That
didn't
should have been
have-
the series finale, like him giving
That would've
him to
been dope.
Luke. That really should have.
But we're still getting some good moments in
No,
Mando
it's not
season
that.
3.
I do think
Well-
though that this is my least favorite season so far. I think season
True.
1's better.
If you take out
I don't know
everything
yet.
that's happened on
We'll see.
Coruscant,
I wanted
We'll see how it
I'm
is.
not a
But
huge
I-
fan of this season.
I don't.
But
I
love this
don't
season.
want this to end with just a tease that they're not going to deliver on, which I feel like they've been doing with every episode. Every episode, you're like, next week's going to be awesome, and the next week you're just like,
Well, sometimes you got to end on a big old cliffhanger.
that's fine.
Like Bad
And,
Batch.
For a season finale,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
End on but like, I feel like for me personally, every episode has been like, next week's going to be great, and then you get to next week and you're like, okay.
I didn't have that feeling coming into this one.
Neither did
Because
I.
like they
Oh,
left
man, I
off just
did.
like go find Mandalorians, and I'm like,
And it's probably because
Okay.
of season 2, where you're like, because no one saw Luke coming at the end
Nope.
of that,
No.
like the episode before. Like,
I was making guesses. Like I told Evan
I think-
Calcestis, I was like,
I think
That was a
now-
good guess.
I think
Yeah. I
now
love that
that
idea.
that Moff Gideon's not going to show up until the last episode. That's my prediction.
Probably.
and then he's going to
Yeah.
be a threat for season 4,
probably.
which I
Okay.
don't want.
yeah.
I don't want that. We've got him already. He's done.
You know what? You know who I want the threats to be? The threats to be for season 4?
Multiple threats.
You want to take a guess?
Armitage Hux.
I was going to say Brindle, but I think it was the wrong name.
Knights of Ren.
Ooh, that's why you looked at me with that glint in your eye.
I would be
Talk about
so on
a
board for
subsection
that.
of Star Wars that deserves a backstory, especially in live action.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's them.
Yep.
Because there's
Well, I
some
agree.
badass shit about them in the comics.
Yeah.
And we get the tiniest bit in Force Awakens and the tiniest bit of Rise of Skywalker.
That's it.
And that's it.
That's something they need to utilize on Batuu.
God, I'd love to see fucking Ben
Why aren't they
going
walking
at
around
it
Batuu?
with Ren, like killing him.
Yeah.
Live action. Show me a
Yeah.
flashback of that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Use an Adam Driver body double. I don't care.
Why does Star Wars not do these moments? I feel like for all the shit we give Marvel, and rightfully so, I feel like Marvel delivers on those big moments. They definitely have
used
in the
to.
past.
Used
Yeah,
to,
they
not
used
since
to.
Endgame.
Phase 4 is bullshit. Like,
And
I don't even want to
No
pretend
Way
that
Home.
exists.
No Way Home's the
No
last
Way
big
Home
moment.
is the last one that had good shit. But Marvel would deliver on these big moments where you'd be like, it'd be so cool if blah, blah, blah. And then you see it and you're like, okay, that's fucking awesome. Why doesn't Star Wars do that? Why does Star Wars keep teasing you down the line?
The last big moment we got from Star Wars, Book of Boba Fett, that Luke episode, there's nothing that could beat that.
But like, I don't know, man. And just this is all
Kenobi,
just falling-
we got Anakin though.
But that fell flat too.
I don't know.
Getting
That's-
Anakin like that?
No,
The stuff
the
with
show as
Keller
a
and
whole
Beck.
fell flat.
Yeah, I
Stuff
wasn't
you all
talking
have
about
to
was
agree.
cool.
I wasn't talking about the shows.
I'm talking about the show as a whole. Like everything just kind of seems to be falling flat.
I still need to watch Kenobi for a second
The
time.
big
I
moments
really
are
don't
great.
know
I
what to
have,
say about that.
And
The big moments
I
hit.
still stand
Okay,
by my.
okay.
It's me.
That's
It's just
fine.
my opinion, but I stand by my opinion that it
Go on,
fell
Evan.
flat.
Sorry.
But like the big moments in Kenobi hit. But I agree, the rest of the season is weird. Like they catch Leia, she gets away. They catch her, she gets away. It's like
Yeah, it just
that stuff
kinda-
is weird. But like the big moments are great in Kenobi.
Yeah, I agree. But like the show as a whole, when you look back on the show, you're like, there was like 5 or 6 really good moments
Yeah.
in a show that should have been chock full of
The
tension
Qui-Gon
and
thing
incredible
was
moments from
great,
beginning.
obviously. Like that kind of stuff was great.
It was great, but it was like I didn't think we were going to get it because I was like, it's too obvious.
Both of
They're
us
not gonna
gave
do
up.
it.
We're like,
Yeah.
oh, he's not coming.
Yeah.
And that's what I think made it greater. Because like they did it. They actually did. But like
I don't know.
the thing none of us could have predicted
annoyed
to
with
happen
it
in this
right now.
season of Mando was really cool. None of us in our million years would have guessed Keller and Beck was going to show up in
No.
any capacity, especially to
Yeah.
save
That's a
Grogu.
great moment.
That's,
for
That's
sure.
a great
right now.
moment.
That's the highlight of season 3. Is
Yeah.
we know
Yeah.
how Grogu was rescued from
Yeah.
Order 66,
Here's the thing,
and
though.
that's a big Star Wars moment.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
it's a huge moment.
It's a big thing for people like us. How
It's
many
gonna be
people
on my
don't
top
know
100.
who the? I would agree. It's in my top 100 too.
Yep, mine too.
But here's the thing: there are so many people who don't know and won't look into who the fuck Keller and Beck is. They don't care.
well, then
Well, that's their loss.
I get
it's
it.
their
but
loss,
like,
but it's also cool. They can be like, okay, Grogu was saved by a Jedi. That's all they need to know.
yeah,
It's
My
not-
best come
yeah.
on our podcast.
please.
Yeah, oh, I would love.
We
on-
love you.
on my
We
best.
could make that happen for sure. Let's get on that.
Okay.
Yeah, that can easily happen. I think he's done other ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's make that happen. On my best, we're coming for you, bro.
Because you the best.
You're the Ahmed best.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, so did you guys think the plot of this episode made any sense?
Yes.
There's a thing that changes droids programming because they drink it.
I mean, in super simple terms, yes. They don't literally drink it, but yeah, like you're
They
right.
do.
Yes.
They're
They don't
in-
have a mouth. They're not
they're-
like drinking
they're in,
it. But
they're
like,
in the bar.
they
Getting,
they
getting
plug
their
it
swerve
in.
on,
Yeah, it's an
Doing,
IV.
doing what the
Like,
droid was. The
Yeah.
droid even said, he's
and
like,
they swerve
this
on,
planet
but-
gives us purpose. It's the same thing as the clones. So this
Mhm.
was
Yeah.
actually
But droids are.
there's your droid purpose. That was more of a, and he even said, he's like, humans created us to do
and he
whatever
goes,
he said.
Humans have such short
lives.
lifespans.
It's a shame that we don't serve them. But here's the thing: 7, 8, 9 droids are still a thing.
Yes,
So
they are.
was there,
Yeah,
was
in
there
the
a point-
Resistance, yeah.
Was there a point where they were getting across the whole
Yeah.
galaxy? They were around. The First Order used them. They had mouse droids on the First Order
And
Star
probe
Destroyers
droids.
and probe
weren't
droids.
weren't
Yeah.
those droids mostly Imperial droids though that we saw today?
But
yes.
is it?
They made it a point when they first
Today?
landed to be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
Mando was like, "Why are
don't
there
forget
two
the
Imperial
clankers.
droids?"
They're all black. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The clankers.
There's
the,
a protocol droid and an astromech that are like.
yeah, those were the first two that we met.
Yeah, and Mando's like, "Why is there Imperial droids?"
I thought it was going to be the two from the comics for a second.
Oh,
ones that
the
are,
ones who
Zero,
yeah.
triple
Zero,
zero,
triple
and
zero.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
got. You've got
That
zero
would've been
around here,
so-
don't you?
No.
I know
Those-
I've got 'em at
One of the
home.
one I don't have.
Oh,
One
shit,
of the
no,
few I don't that I
damn.
want.
Hmm.
Yep.
I mean, it could have been. We don't know.
They didn't say it.
No, I
No.
don't think I was.
Until you say it, it's.
But
not
they
it.
also never said Zeb until the credits of
Well,
last
that's an
week's episode.
official confirmation, though.
True.
They didn't say that about.
Could be headcanon for us.
I'm fine with
Yeah,
it being
until it's
triple zero
disproven.
headcanon.
We've talked at length almost 50 minutes about this episode.
Holy
so.
shit, for
All right.
real?
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, a
let's
good
wrap
idea
this
Austin
up.
has had that I want to run by you both is, what if maybe not this season, but it'd be cool if
I'm
it
not
was.
going to his prom.
Dang. Wait, he's in college.
I know what I said.
The college prom.
Yeah.
He's like Andy. Andy's in college. Austin has put out the idea that what if in either this season or next season of Mando that Palpatine's son makes an appearance.
I'm fine with that.
Instead of
yeah,
Palpatine
absolutely
showing up
good.
first, we get his son first.
I just want a first order or a final order connection. I just want
that would be
something-
dope.
because I think all these people
That can
that are
tie in
like
Persian. Persian was probably trying to make Palpatine's son, and
no, I think these people who were like stop like I think Pershing was genuine. I think he got wrapped up in some shit, and I think
he
the
was
woman that
genuine,
flayed
but
his
they were
mind-
forcing him to make Palpatine's son, just like Galen
Yes.
Erso was forced to make the Death Star.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think those people that are like the Christopher Lloyd's character.
He wasn't genuine. He
no,
was just
and I think
evil.
the chick on whatever the fucking
Elia
Coruscant,
Kane.
Elia Kane, I
She's
think she
evil.
was not genuine.
No.
And I think these are people who are either in the First Order and they're undercover, or they're in the Final Order and they're undercover. Either way, I need a fucking explanation because you keep setting shit up and not delivering on it.
You know what would be dope too?
That's just my own personal thought. Like
If
I
we
just,
get General Pride, make him show up somewhere that's not Episode 9, so it makes sense.
Oh yeah.
General Pride's got to show up.
Yeah.
I take it a step further, and I'd like to see, like, across the galaxy, certain people just running their lives, and then they get a message, let's call it, or a
The
feeling.
Fortnite message.
No, yes, to go to Exegol. Like,
That'd be fun.
so you get the story of like the Sith supporters across the galaxy, like we're being called.
How would they
Anything.
get there though?
I
They would need a
just-
wayfinder.
That's true.
Oh,
It
that's a
would-
good point.
There's
They
only
can't
two
get
that
there.
were made.
Yeah.
Oh
And
shit!
we
Well,
magically
that
found one.
that blow. Thanks a
because
lot.
of a knife that they held
Okay, I
at
hate
the
the
fucking
knife. I
Star
hate the knife
Destroyer.
so much. We all hate the knife. I like the wayfinders, but I hate
This
the knife.
this episode of The
Jesus
Mandalorian was
Christ.
the knife and the Rise of Skywalker.
No,
for
it
me.
wasn't.
It was.
No.
It was. It was.
It makes
this was,
sense.
This was.
The
This
knife
was
makes no sense.
40 minutes of the show made no sense to me.
How does it feel that Kyle's right and you're wrong?
Not good, but I stand by my opinion. I stand by it. Like, and here's the
That's
thing:
funny.
if I go back and watch it, I will come back on and be like, I'm wrong. I just feel like this droid subplot made no sense to the story because they didn't tie it in any way. It just doesn't make any sense to me, and I think I'll be vindicated. In time, I've been right, just like Episode 8. I've been right. Episode 9, I'm right. Episode 7, I'm right. I'm right. I'm usually right. I'm usually right on this show,
Okay.
and I think in time, you will all see that I'm right. Because this episode's trash.
I don't know if
This
it'll
might be
change
like
my mind.
My
It
2
won't.
or 3, and Andor's trash too, and you guys will all see in time.
No, I agree with that. I don't. It's not trash. I just don't like it.
You didn't like Kylo Ren.
That's true, and I came around to it. But also, I didn't like Bad Batch, and season 2 made me love Bad Batch.
That's because season 2 was actually watchable.
Yes, and I said it in the group text. I'm going to make it here on the record too for everyone. I am a
He's
firm
getting
believer
my
that
magic hand.
Andor season 2 is gonna make me love Andor just like Bad Batch did because I couldn't stand Bad Batch and now I love it. And I
My thing
don't
with
care about
Andor is I
Andor
don't
and
care
I'm
about
probably
him
gonna
as a
love it.
character fundamentally.
But
so
I didn't
don't
care about the Bad Batch characters. But season 2 made me like them because in
See, I
season
ca-
1 they were just like strong dude, smart dude. It's like okay, cool. But now like they actually got characters, and then when one hopefully remains dead when he dies, it's like oh. Like, I feel that because, like, I've started to love him, and now he's dead.
Even though I didn't care about the show, I still cared about Omega as a character because I think she is wildly interesting and something they could really play around with.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
And they
I
definitely got
I don't
to
know
that
what my point is was with that, but that's where I stand.
with
You guys
Dr.
are
Hemlock,
stupid.
too.
You guys are both stupid, and you'll see in time that I'm right. As you tap your Jocasta
Joe
New
Costa
figure.
News.
Fuck
That's
you.
right.
She knows more than all of us combined. Okay,
No,
Joe
no,
Costa News
I-
is the smartest.
I just want. I'm kidding. I'm joking. But yeah, let's talk about the last few things before we wrap the show up because there's a few things to talk about. Oh, by the way, did I say it up top about the fourth mother talk?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
There was something you guys wanted to talk about. What was
I don't
it?
know if Tom has anything.
There
A
was
super
something.
minor thing. The land speeder on Batuu is MIA.
Oh yeah.
Vi's taking it for a drive,
No,
or
there was
someone's
something-
taking it for a
Who
drive.
cares about
so.
that?
I
There
met
was
the
something
chosen
I
about
care
that.
about that. It's coming back, but oh yeah,
That's what it was.
Let
the
us know
Megacon
how
stuff.
Hayden.
Yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
how'd
Yes.
that go?
So I attended. If you listen to Fourth Mother Box, I gave a little bit of that. I attended MegaCon Orlando this year, and by the way, I got tickets already for next year.
I'm buying mine this week.
Do it because
Yeah,
they're
we're gonna do
on
it.
discount. Evan,
Like
heads
wild
up,
discount.
February 1st to 4th, they're on a great discount until like middle of June, like June
Like, it's
22nd.
2/3 off. Like it's super cheap.
I know. I just can't put money into something that I can't guarantee.
And that's
I'll be
fine,
there.
Yes,
but-
you can.
If
and
it's Celebration, I'm going to guarantee. I'll
I
be
got
there,
the
but
ultimate
I can't
package.
guarantee MegaCon.
I'm gonna do anything where I don't have to stand in line, and I'm doing that with Celebration too. I don't give a fuck if we get media, we get gold media, we get
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm buying the Jedi Master Pass because
Yeah.
I'm not waiting in lines.
Okay,
I'm done.
well, that'll be
I'm
2025.
I'm done with that. I'm-
5, yeah, 25.
I'm done with waiting in lines at conventions. Like the Master Pass, if you have like a meet and greet, you can just breeze right past and walk right up.
Yeah, waiting in line for the Chosen One kind of sucked, and I'll get to that in a second. But
That's all shit at Celebration. If
yeah,
you want to see
yeah, I
a
know.
panel at
Yeah.
3 o'clock, you're lining up at 10. And
Yeah.
You're not leaving until the panel's over at 4:30. It's a shit
Lord.
show. So I'm doing the thing where you don't have to do that, and they have reserved seating for you.
Good.
Every panel has reserved seating.
Do
for
they
you.
have dessert parties?
No, because it's
What
not
about
Disney.
dining packages?
No, because they don't
Okay.
sell, things at the convention center. You just go like down the street
should.
and get something at Flapjack Johnny's. Because we're
Is that a
putting it
place?
out. Yeah, right here.
Oh, I've never heard of it.
Oh, it's good.
Are they good? What
yeah,
do they got?
it's breakfast. It's breakfast.
Flapjacks. Nice.
It's nice. We're putting it into the world. That's gonna be Orlando, but my official guess is Chicago. That's my official guess.
I'm gonna
Chicago
guess.
2025.
Oh yeah, they won't do Anaheim again.
They might. There's no pattern.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
true.
Is this no? 1999 was the first year they did it, and that was in Colorado. So it won't be
They
that
might do that in 2029.
exactly.
Yeah, go
as
back to
a
Colorado.
anniversary kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking it's either going to be Orlando, Chicago. I'm betting Chicago because I have bad luck.
if
So
they
I'm
ever
betting
pick
Chicago.
a new city in America, what do you think they pick? What's your
Atlanta.
guess? Atlanta.
Atlanta's a huge city.
Yeah, Atlanta's
Yeah.
a good city
and
to go
that
to.
will get the whole South to come right
And that's
there.
where all the movies are
Atlanta
filmed. So,
Atlanta
like,
be easy to go to for us.
Yep.
Easier.
Oh, easy. Well,
Yeah,
we
I would
fucking
100%
road
go
trip
there.
that shit.
Yeah, we just
100%.
drive. Yep.
Yeah. Atlanta's not that hard of a drive. It's like 4 or 5 hours away.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what random town. I don't know why Texas is calling to me for some reason.
Austin could work.
Maybe
Houston.
Austin. Yeah, absolutely.
Houston's
Austin.
a
Houston.
huge city.
Mhm.
Houston's got like 4 million
Dallas,
people that live in it.
potentially.
Dallas is huge
Mhm.
too.
Arlington. We're throwing out Texas
Yeah.
names. Plano. No, not Plano.
Arlington, Texas.
Waco.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Amarillo.
So anyway, MegaCon Orlando, I got in, bunch of vendors. God, it was like figures everywhere, and I walked into a
You
bunch.
wait till you see Celebrations figures, bro.
Oh, there were still a lot here, and I'm not just talking about Star Wars. I'm talking about the other shit I collect too, like DC, and there's even some Marvel ones. But I did not see a lot of Marvel representation there. Maybe it's just where I was going. So anyway, on the vendor, I decided just to kind of dip in and out of places until I finally got into this really small one, and I really wish I remembered the name, but I just looked up to my left, and I saw standing up and down vertically, it just said Jocasta Nu Star Wars with Hasbro on the bottom. And I asked the proprietor, is that a Jocasta Nu figure? And he said, yeah. They made it for a convention forever ago, just this one time. It's super rare. And then when he gets up to go get the figure for me, the wheels in my head are starting to turn. We've talked about this figure before.
Mm-hmm.
And then he opens it up and shows it to me, and then, it's packaged in the Jedi archives. There's an extra card with no figure on it, and then you remove the card, and there she is in the TVC packaging. Character debut, never before offered as a figure, including Count Dooku bust. That includes a fucking holocron inside of it. Too bad I'll never get to see that.
Yeah, you're not going to see the holocron because you're not going to open it.
I paid
Because that's behind
$175 for
plastic.
this thing, and it's
Dang.
the cheapest I think I saw on eBay is $250.
And if you look on the back too, it shows Clone Wars version, it shows Attack of the Clones version, like live action,
Yep.
animated. It shows all
And the
of it.
Star Wars Purge comic book.
Oh yeah, and the comics too. That's dope.
Episode 2, Clone Wars, and yeah, and then she was even in. They should slap Tales of the Jedi on here now.
Yeah, they need to do a repackage or something. But
Yeah,
that's crazy cool.
here's the back. Responding with pleasure to the demands of Star Wars fans, we are proud to bring you Jocasta Nu in her very first appearance as a 3.75-inch figure. As chief librarian of the Jedi Archives, Jocasta Nu oversees a vast collection of information and secrets dating back thousands of years. A brilliant researcher and archivist, this Jedi Master has trained many Padawans during her long career. Her devotion to learning is seen by her Ansata-patterned robes, a style worn by many famous Jedi historians. In archives, Jocasta is surrounded by bronzium busts of noteworthy Jedi Masters, among them Count Dooku, Yoda, and do you know who this is, Evan? Sean Actrion?
I don't, but I don't know why Yoda's included in that because those were the busts of the Lost 20, so they shouldn't mention Yoda's name.
Interesting. Well, anyway, like the archives, these busts also hold tantalizing secrets. Brad is bleeding. For those who search for them, take home a part of history with this exclusive Jocasta Nu figure.
That makes
be
me
so
think
bad.
that they really do have holocrons in them in universe.
I hope so.
Because why else would they be in the archives? I bet they all have special information.
Should have did that for
in
the
those
hell scene. A
busts.
bust of Luke Skywalker and it opens up and there's holocrons in it.
I don't think it'd be Luke. They'd probably do one for Anakin since he was on
Well,
the
they
ship.
made Luke Skywalker bust at Doc Ondar's.
At where?
Do they have a Luke?
They did, yeah.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Yeah. I remember it. The bearded Luke, like
Yep.
episode. Yeah.
So I go through and I bought so many more figures. I bought a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Black Series of Master Luke and Rey. It reminded me of The Last Jedi. So it was
I
from
remember that box set.
2017.
That's cool.
It's a Black Series.
Yep, Black Series. I paid $55 for it.
Okay.
That's not bad at
That's
all.
not bad. I mean, it's probably
For
what it
two
was
figures?
retail.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
two,
really good.
Two figures.
Yeah.
And it's got cool writing on the side. I bought a bunch of TVCs I don't have. I saw so much other there. I had to leave. I had to go.
What TVCs did you get that you didn't have?
I got
This
the
is where I'm
Anakin.
curious.
What?
This is where I want to know what you got.
The Anakin peasant figure. I didn't have that one.
That one?
I can't see from here.
I don't know where
Cards
you're pointing.
holding is him holding Shmi? Isn't that him up there?
I've seen it before, but I
there?
don't see it at the moment. I see Attack of the Clone Anakin
There's two.
up there by Mace. Oh, I see it. Yeah. When he's got his little.
Yeah, it's next to a
his-
Ahsoka.
I didn't have
Yeah.
Klaatu, the skiff guard from Return of the Jedi. Did not have him.
Oh, I got him. I got him. That's actually a good score because
Yeah.
that was a multi-pack.
Oh, cool. I didn't have Captain Phasma, and I don't have a lot of sequel trilogy.
Ooh.
I don't have
The
anything Phasma.
Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett.
I don't
did not
a
have him.
Phasma TVC, I don't think.
I've seen one. I thought you did.
I don't think so. Force Awakens is here. No.
I've
Dang.
got my Ezra Bridger Black Series from Rebels.
Was that Black
Ooh,
Series
that's
or
cool, that's
TVC?
cool.
No, that was a Black
Phasma.
Series. Well, Phasma?
Phasma.
TVC.
I
No
don't have
way.
anything Phasma. I need a Phasma.
That's why I had to grab her.
Yeah, I
'cause
don't.
I have her
haven't
Black
seen
Series.
that one. Fuck yeah, that's a good score, dude.
And then I got the Ezra Bridger and then the tiny Grogu.
I love that tiny Grogu, the black
$10
series
box.
one.
The guy
yeah.
was selling
Yeah.
for $10. Yeah. So
They've done like the
Those were my
boglings too.
scores.
Have you seen like the tiny boglings in a single box?
no, I haven't seen. Oh,
Yeah, I've
I'll
seen
totally
those.
get the Boglings. Yeah.
Yeah. They sell them in the pack on Batu, but it's the giant pack.
So I went and waited a little bit. People of Comic Con, it's okay to shower. I just want to put that out there.
Yep.
Once a week?
No, like once a day.
Oh.
Once a day, y'all.
Okay, got it.
It's okay. And then around the time the ticket told me to go line up, I went to go line up, and they told me they were 45 minutes behind. They were calling groups. Group 1 hadn't even been called to line up yet. I was Group 9. I waited a solid 2.5 hours once we got in line. And then they let us in, and it was a straight-up production line. Like, you get in, you put your stuff down. If you have a gift, give it to the camera people. Do you want me to roll the shirt open? Because I gave him the Jedi Talk shirt.
Was
that
there a
says
character
thanks.
attendant for Hayden Christensen?
Sort of. Sort of. But, like, you see him right away. He's the man behind the curtain, but you can see right through. Brad said this, too, in our group chat. I was shocked that I was taller than him.
I love what you said. You said like, would you just say it because you say it better than I did, or I will.
What did I
It's like unironically, he's shorter than I expected.
Yeah.
Like it's what Anakin says to Grievous. I
Yeah,
love
That's
that.
what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said it.
That was
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
you,
It was
okay.
Brad. I was like,
Yeah.
well, what the hell am I
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
That made me chuckle. I forgot which one you said.
That
But
was
I'm
me.
like genius.
Yeah, it was me. I was like, he's
shorter than I
It's
expected.
true.
I
I thought he
he'd
was
be
at
like
least like my height or
6'3".
taller.
I
Yeah.
thought, like,
I thought
how short is Natalie Portman? Jesus Christ! I mean,
I
like,
Very.
think she's short. Yeah.
Very.
God,
That's
But
why
he's-
Anakin always had the high ground.
Hey, he's still taller than Kyle, so it's all
That's
good.
true.
Guys. Kyle will be here. Should I keep this theme music for him, or should we change it?
I have one. You should
Theme music or a drop?
a drop.
Oh yeah, I'll put that drop
Okay.
on. Yeah. I'll get Kyle real theme music. He deserves it. This is Fourth Mother Box 2.
He really truly need, and all jokes aside, he needs a good theme
Yeah. Oh,
because
I got him.
it's the
History.
second anniversary
It's the
of
100th.
fucking
I got him.
Fourth Mother Box, the
Hey.
greatest DC podcast. on
Hey,
the planet.
spoiler alert! I'm getting a new one for all 4 of us.
Oh,
I got you guys. We got this.
Ooh, look at you.
Okay.
It'll be a special edition show.
Is yours gonna be 72 seasons?
Related? Maybe. We'll see. But obviously, since Fourth Mother Talk crosses my bridge, I'm going to run the show. Obviously, if that's okay.
Oh, please.
Yeah. I got a
absolutely.
fun little intro.
We're gonna be boozed up. That's gonna be a real. You thought the one where you, me, and Kyle did one, and I got
Yeah.
boozed up was bad. You wait till you ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh boy,
I'm
Evan,
cracking
you
out some
dial
good shit.
9-1.
I've got some good shit on that shelf.
But I don't know the number for 911.
Okay.
You have to help me with that.
So anyway, we get in production line. I put all my stuff down on the table. She says, "Give the gift to a camera person. No handshakes, no conversations." Like, oh,
Dang, that sucks.
there's thousands
Like,
of people they got to get through.
I'm not expecting a 20-minute conversation.
Me neither.
But I'm expecting like I love your work
Yes.
in this film, whatever
Yeah.
film, or like I've always wanted to ask you this, and then you ask
Yeah.
him. And
So it's just it happened so fast. Like I hand the
Dang.
shirt to the camera person. She goes, "Do you want me to unveil it?" So you can tell them like this is what.
So you
You
can
got
talk
him?
to him then.
Yeah.
It's like a mini. Okay.
So I
kind
said
of.
yes. So I get up there, and of course the first fucking thing I did was stick my hand out and shake his hand. Like I forgot, but I'm also Hayden. Come on, it's Anakin Skywalker.
We're all adults.
Yeah.
Why
Like,
would
come
they
on.
tell you not to? I mean, is it just a
Just
germ
a-
thing?
No, I think it's a time thing.
Yeah.
I think it's
100%.
a
How
time
long does
thing.
a fucking handshake take?
But it adds up after
adds.
Yeah, so
30,000
like-
people.
Hey man, how's it going? Real quick. Hey, cool. Take the photo.
No,
I mean, come on.
but you get the people who are like slip slap, elbow,
Oh,
yo,
that's
bro,
not-
grab ass,
that's
ball
not the same
check,
thing.
prostrate.
Turn your head and cuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Dab. All that
So I
good
get
stuff.
up and then turn around
Fortnite
and
dance.
put the arms on each other kind of thing, and then she unveils the shirt and I said, "I brought you that shirt. That's my podcast." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, awesome." He seemed genuinely happy like that. I brought him something.
Yeah.
He's a
Really?
bit- yeah.
I mean, he's
Just-
an actor, but okay.
but still, look, there's
No,
never
you can tell the
been
difference.
anything I've seen from him in media or anything that he's a bad person.
Hayden, if you listen to this, I'm fucking kidding.
He's he knows you.
He can
He's
take a joke.
Canadian. Somebody
I thought
asked
he was
us on
Italian.
Instagram. I should have asked him about the sequel to Little Italy.
There it is. That's why I
You
said I
didn't
thought he
ask
was
him?
Italian.
No.
Well, why would you?
Or Life as a House.
Why would you?
Come on.
Yeah.
Have you seen Life as a House?
I have not, no.
That's the only Hayden film I've seen aside from Star Wars.
I'm going to watch both. I'm going to watch
It's
Little
not bad.
Italy and Life is a House.
It's not bad at all. It's definitely a time capsule film.
That's good. So anyway, met him. Then grabbed my stuff. The picture was like immediately ready, and I walked up. The dude scanned my QR code and then the picture, and I got an email before I even stepped out of the room.
That's
better
awesome.
than Disney, man.
And then I went to McDonald's. Courtney picked me up, and
Dude, that's
I'm more
legitimately
curious about what you got at McDonald's.
better than
triple
a
cheeseburger.
Disney.
Yeah.
movie. Like
I was hungry.
Triple cheeseburger.
as you should.
I remember when that with a small fry was $3.
Yeah, not anymore.
Rest in
I had to
peace.
pay $3 to walk in.
$3 is just existing.
So
for
yeah,
an
that
hour
was
here in
MegaCon, guys.
Orlando.
That was MegaCon,
Cool.
and I'm going next year. I'm gonna hopefully try
I'm
for us to
going
get a
next year.
panel again.
Yeah, we'll
Now,
we'll
I've,
get
some
it.
media.
I've never done a meet and greet in a convention like that. Would you recommend it? Is it worth it?
I would recommend the autograph.
How long did you spend with him?
20 seconds.
That's insane.
Man. Makes sense though. Like I'm thinking of like how they do meet and greets. They're all supposed to be under 30 seconds.
Do you feel comfortable with saying how much you spent on the meet
No,
and greet?
after fees, and I think I said it on Fourth Mile.
I know you did. I just want to
$220
Okay.
after like what MegaCon took and what, because I think his dead set price was like $175, and then after fees and shit was like $220.
There's like 5 people I would pay
So
that
you can
for.
meet 3 people a minute times 60. Now, I want to say the point you showed about like being that available to people for that extended amount of time for 2 weekends in a row.
Yeah.
because he's going to Celebration
gotta
now
be
in
draining.
the UK.
How
It's-
does- how does he do it?
It's exhausting.
How does he do
It's
it?
exhausting
And
because he
so-
was signing before that.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't. This is
So
not
he
a
had,
knock.
he had 2 different like meet and greets. He
Yep.
had a signing
He
one
had
and
a
then
signing
This
yours.
is not
and
a
a photo
knock.
op.
I don't
Dang.
want this to be misconstrued as a knock, but that is a wild amount of money to spend 20 seconds with a person.
There's people you would do that with,
the
though, right?
signature, have him
I
sign
don't know
something
about
big.
20 seconds. I mean, fuck,
There's like 5
that's-
people I would.
If he's at MegaCon next year, I'm just telling you right now, I'm buying a signature and I'm going to have him sign my box, my Anakin Save
Oh.
box. Yes, my fart box.
Yeah, you have to. You have to.
Anakin, could you please sign my fart box?
Just let
Can you sign
rain.
my balloon knot, Anakin, please?
Anakin.
I honestly, man, I'm not sure if there's any. I mean, maybe Jimmy Page.
How much would you pay to meet Metallica?
The whole band? That's different 'cause it's multiple people, so I mean,
How long do you get to spend with him?
20 seconds.
No.
20 seconds?
No. Metallica's meet and greets are much longer than that. Theirs are normally, you probably spend a good 15, 20 minutes with them.
Oh, that's a different conversation. I mean, the whole thing is like how quickly they were moving people along. Like,
Yeah.
that to me is
But
like.
Hayden's meeting more people than Metallica in this situation.
Yes.
So like
But
you can't-
Metallica's also charging like upwards of $35,000 to $4,000.
I would
for
not
True.
spend that.
But there's how
I
many
would.
Metallica?
Oh,
Like
I know
5
you
people,
would.
4
I mean,
people?
and you'd be
4.
silly not.
4?
To, but you've also met them already, though.
I have.
Like
That's why I'm not buying it for the. Plus, James doesn't do those anymore.
I think. Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I think we should truly get together with Courtney one year for Christmas or his birthday or something, and like go in on like a good year for us, and go
Yeah.
in with that for him because I think that would be like us buying that experience for you
Oh,
as
yeah.
like a gift.
Oh, that. Oh, sure. Oh, yeah. I'm
like
I mean,
I,
sure.
Like I think that because I mean, like if I could do that with my favorite, I mean, like I just know how much they mean to you, and I know
Yeah.
how what that feeling is to me, and to be able to have the reverse of that experience, like holy, and like my friends bought it, like that would be a wild experience.
They
like,
mean that much to
you,
me.
me, Courtney, Kyle, like all to get together and like shove money.
I'm gonna go
and-
like
Yeah.
I'm going to see them in St. Louis, and I got the snake pit. I'm gonna be like this close to them. Like that's like
That's
crazy
cool.
to me.
Their
That's
sweat's
cool.
gonna drip down upon
You're
you.
damn right.
Yeah.
Love
My
it.
mouth will be wide
I was
open.
about, yeah, I was about,
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, love it.
No, I think that's something we should look at some point.
There's like I said, like 5 people I would pay that kind of money to see,
I
even
don't know
for
if
20 or
there's
30
anyone,
seconds. So I'm with you.
I really don't know if there's anybody I'd pay 20. I mean, it
Page
might
or
be,
plant? No.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It would depend on am I meeting them, and there's like the thing about the photo is like there's proof you met them. If it's the same scenario,
Right.
I don't know if I'm spending that to meet John Paul Jones or Jimmy Page for that short amount. I think it's like what am I going to say to them in 20 seconds that like will mean anything to me or them? Because I love them like you love Metallica.
Yes. My
I don't know if there's anybody I care that much about. I mean,
for the listeners, if I had an opportunity to ask a question, I was going to ask. You're my favorite Jedi. Could you tell me what life advice would you get? Would you if somebody asked what's the best advice you could take from Anakin Skywalker?
20 seconds is over. Go.
No, I know, but
Right?
I'm saying if I would have had the time, I was going to ask him what's the best life advice someone can learn from Anakin Skywalker.
That's a great question.
Yeah, I was hoping
So he would have to
I feel like you'd have to
act
gear.
as Anakin.
Truly?
and answer that.
more or less.
That'd be cool.
You know, Qui-Gon's my favorite Jedi of all time. I'm
Liam
not spending
Neeson.
that money to meet Liam Neeson because it's
Dang.
not Liam Neeson that I love.
True.
It's the character
It's a good point.
that he plays that I love.
It's a good point.
Fair.
Maybe Mark Hamill, mostly because he's getting up there in age and he's not going to be around forever.
Yeah.
Maybe
For
him.
me, Johnny Depp would be one.
That's a good one. Like that's a good one because I know
Because I
know how
love
much
Captain
you love.
Jack, but I also love Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
like I love both.
He's both. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay $220 to meet Liam Neeson because
Yeah,
he's not
that's a
dressed as
good argument.
Qui-Gon.
Can you
I
imagine?
don't give a fuck about Taken 7. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't know. Hayden's a good call because he is Anakin.
Yes.
And like, I wouldn't not go, but I might go in like, hey, do you want to go half on us getting a photo with Anakin?
Mm.
Is that how it works? You do like? How
Is it a
No,
group?
you have to buy per.
per person?
I
So
I
you
can't remember if it was a group
Can you
price or
take a
not.
picture as a group?
Oh yeah. Huh?
Okay.
Huh?
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like a one-on-one.
Oh, there were
You guys also
combos.
know I'm not like meeting people is not my shit.
There
Like,
were.
I don't like.
Oh,
to
I
go
love
and-
doing it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Same with me.
Those kind of people, like no, like I'd rather like, hey, dude, I love you, like see you out in the wild.
But
Yeah.
if this one's there next year for a photo op, I'm totally doing it. Bo-Katan and Casca Reeves, the both of them, Katie Sackhoff and Sasha Banks were together. I'm totally doing that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
wasn't Sasha Banks a wrestler?
Yeah.
She's in AEW right now.
Okay, so
But
like yeah,
as
that's
Mercedes
another-
money or
that's another-
something.
I would
yeah.
not pay to meet them, but that's cool. Like I get it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know, man. I don't know if there's anybody I would spend that much money for. I really
Right
don't think
now,
so.
yeah. Right now, I think like you and
I would-
McGregor, I might do it.
No,
I might.
He's a borderline
to
one for
get
me.
with because like I
know.
got Hayden. Like
Mark
if I get a
Hamill.
picture right next to meeting Hayden and meeting Obi-Wan,
I'll
like,
tell you
come
who
on.
I'd spend that money on. Might be wild. Frank Oz.
No, that's
No,
not
that's not
wild.
wild.
That's not
Yeah.
I
wild
would
at all.
100% do that for me,
Lucas?
Frank Oz.
Yeah, George.
Lucas is another person.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm on
Filoni
first
or
name,
Favreau?
Of course. I
No,
guess.
no chance. I ran into Dave Filoni at the
Oh, that's right, you
merchandise
did. Yeah, that's
at
right, yeah.
Celebration. He's around.
See, I've
the whole
organically
weekend.
met a few people that
That's how I feel about
I
Ashley
really
Eckstein.
like and I know,
Yeah,
but
I'm not paying to
Yeah.
meet her.
No,
I'll
me neither.
run into her at Hollywood Studios one
oh,
day.
yeah, I have multiple times.
Right, exactly. We
She's
have.
one
I
of the
haven't yet,
few-
but I'm still holding out.
You weren't
Yeah.
there the day I texted you guys? I thought you were.
At
well-
Cosmic Rewind?
No, there was a day that I was at Studios and I messaged you guys like, hey,
Yeah.
she's right outside at Muppets.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought you were
I
there
wasn't
that
Are you
day.
there,
ready
no.
to segue? She'll be there on May the 4th.
Yeah.
And you know what else is going to be there May the 4th?
Yoda's lightsaber.
That-
Didn't a certain
Brad, who
podcast call that?
Well, I
Brad,
believe
Brad, would you like to say?
I would like to say because I believe that a podcast that you're familiar with who are listening to the show
Yeah.
actually called this about 3 months ago.
A
that we were
podcast
getting
that has
this.
their
It's
own
your
fart
Oh,
soundboard.
no. That was my fart, and you get to listen to my fart, and you get to listen to that and the news that we are getting Yoda's lightsaber on May the 4th.
Jerry?
Damn it.
It's not confirmed.
There is a governor.
It's not confirmed. We'll know this weekend from Celebration.
Yes.
But I have a very high confidence saying confirmed.
Same.
We should 100% confirm it now. We know it's coming.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
You know what? Jedi Talk says confirmed.
It's
Confirmed.
not on
Confirmed.
an official Instagram post, but it's coming.
And we have a photo. We have photo evidence, fellas.
We had months ago when we talked
months
about
ago.
it. We've
I mean,
had
like
this.
we're talking December, months ago.
Yeah.
We put that
And we
shit
said-
up on YouTube.
Did we?
By the way, our one short's like
Look at that.
41,000 views.
Dang.
Mando,
Oh, that's nice.
first
Cool.
day.
Cool.
That's weird because my video of it is 55,000. Like,
So we're over
why are
100,000.
There you go.
why
Well, I
are
don't
those
know.
so
Because
popular?
we're getting silenced.
He's been at Disneyland for how long? But when he comes to
But
here, he gets thousands of
Ours
views.
are ours were legit his first
steps.
Steps.
Yeah.
So that's why those I think are the best.
But like he's been doing it at Disneyland forever, so I don't understand why ours are so popular.
Because it's here.
Disney World. Yeah.
But it's the
Hollywood
same.
Studios. No,
I
it's
don't- I
It's
don't-
the
Houston.
same rock
I
behind
don't,
him.
I don't know if you
like,
know this. It's two different places.
It is, but if you watch
So-
a YouTube video, it's a rock
Yeah,
and a
but-
Mando. A
But
rock
one
and a
is
Mando.
there
like,
and one's here.
true.
Shut up, stupid.
What else we
Usually,
got to
this
chat
is
about?
something that I would be. We like switch roles here. I'm like, it's just a guy in a theme park. But no, you're like, no,
I know.
you know, it's different.
It's different.
Usually, I'm the guy like, no, it's different.
Bitch, bitch.
That's me usually.
Yeah.
Man.
What do you got to bitch about this week? You shouldn't. You
I
went to
already did.
Epcot forever and
I
happily
didn't know
ever
if we were
after
gonna talk
back to
about it
back.
here, but thank God.
Yeah, talk about
I've
it.
watched more fireworks in the past.
How down are we?
Hour 15.
Oh, we're good.
Nice. I've watched more fireworks in the past 48 hours than I have the past 18 months.
Ready to begin.
I saw it last night too. I'm so happy.
And,
I
and
cried
when I say
like a bitch
when I
the
say
whole
that,
show.
I mean good fireworks too, not just fireworks for the sake of fireworks.
I cried so hard.
Me too.
Speaking of
really did.
fireworks, I meant to ask you guys this. I did California Grill for the first time.
I'm sorry.
And
What?
They had the
No.
It's a joke. The prefix thing.
yeah,
It's
but
still prefix, right? I'm kidding. I love California Grill.
I've done
Um,
it twice, but I love it.
I
think
did
it's
it during the
delicious.
50th for the the special thing they had going on.
I should have
Right.
done that.
I loved it.
Should have.
I was happy for the
Oh no,
Normal
I'm,
menu
I'm,
back
I'm
or the
fucking
new
around.
menu.
That restaurant's incredible.
do they always done the reservation card like for you if you wanted to?
What do you mean?
So like we were done with California Grill, went on the balcony, we looked. They're like, you can come back for the fireworks, just bring your receipt because we went at 5.
What?
Yeah, they said you can come back for the fireworks, show your receipt.
Yeah, that's always been a
Yeah.
thing. That one. Same at
I've never eaten there. and then, like,
Topolino's is the same. If you bring
Oh,
your
I didn't know
receipt
that.
back, they'll let you watch it.
No way.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Well, there you go.
No, I had
Yeah,
no
you
idea.
could
News
eat
to
there
the-
at
news to
10
the people.
a.m. and come back and watch it.
Oh,
That's
they open up
crazy.
at
Whenever they
Topolino's.
open. Yeah, I don't know
yeah.
when they open.
That's
California
weird.
Grill opens at 5.
No, I didn't know
There you
that.
go.
I didn't know that was a thing. I've always just either eaten there during the fireworks
Yeah.
or not and left.
So
Same.
anyway, the woman who sat us caught
The
us.
view's incredible.
Oh yeah, my God, I love it, and it's so cool being like above the monorail. So as we were eating and we were leaving, waiting for Courtney to come out of the bathroom, and she goes, "Oh, how'd you like it?" I said, "It was great. You know, we're gonna come back soon." She's like, "How soon?" I'm like, I don't know, next couple of months maybe." I was just like throwing it out there. She's like, "You want me to fill out an appointment card for you, and they'll fill your reservation?" So I said, "All right."
Yes.
And so I picked April 23rd. It's a couple days before my birthday, for like 7:30 because I figured it'd be right there for the fireworks.
yeah.
And then overnight, I got an email that said, "We've confirmed your reservation for 7:30." And I
Holy
looked it up
shit.
at my Disney
That's a
Experience, and it was
thing?
there.
So I don't need
I was
to be
like-
up at 7 a.m. looking for reservations 60 days in advance? You can dine there and
Just
then
putting
book your
that out
next
there.
dining? It's like a cruise where you book your
Was
next
it the
cruise on the
server that did
cruise.
that?
It was one of the hostesses.
So you take the receipt down to the hostess thing?
No,
and, like,
no. I was still up on California Grill. I was still up on the 15 there, and she offered it. So like once you're done, just ask them like, "Can I fill out an reservation card?"
That's
Damn,
awesome.
this is something I hadn't
That's a
heard
hack.
of anyone
No.
ever.
I had no idea.
I've never
Or-
seen a YouTube
Yeah.
short be like, Disney
No.
life hack, get a reservation.
Hey,
Like,
dude.
Oh, this is new.
I mean, if you want to edit this out, and
It's
it
a
just
pretty
be
secret
Arnaud, I
info
mean, this
here,
is
so
this
I
is
don't
something
know.
I've never heard this.
I don't. Yeah, if it gets out,
Interesting.
they'll stop doing it. So, eh.
Okay. I mean, should I edit this?
I think
That's
so
up
because
to
I don't
you.
want that to stop.
I'm leaving it up to you.
Yeah,
I mean,
so I'm going to take advantage of that now.
Okay. I'll take it out. I'll keep it secretive. Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's a huge
I
advantage.
had no idea.
All right. So you guys we were talking about fireworks.
Happily ever after.
So like an hour 15-ish.
You can leave it in too if you want to leave it in. I don't care. It's up to you. I mean, we don't have the
No,
kind
I
of we
liked
don't
it.
have the kind of draw where it's like I say that and watch the shit.
Yeah,
go
it
viral.
don't worth the risk.
Don't do that.
Don't.
People, if I get lazy and leave this in, just laugh about it. But
Yeah.
This is a genuine conversation.
this is a
of, like,
genuine
holy
conversation
shit,
that
you
we're
might
having.
need to
Yeah.
edit this out.
yeah. So
Hello,
anyway,
everybody.
yeah. So you guys
How
were
you
talking
doing?
about Happily Ever After in Epcot Forever.
It's
Let's
back.
let's
They're
close it
back.
up on some good news
Did
today.
you like the projections on Main Street?
I didn't see them. We watched them from the Tomorrowland Bridge because A, it was really, really fucking busy all night too, and B,
Fair.
that was the last place we watched them before they went away.
Somehow night one wasn't that busy. Like I didn't get stampeded to
What?
death.
The last night was terrible.
Weird.
I mean, like the bridge was horrible. I mean, like it was brutal.
Oh.
Like we were like, should we leave?
It's weird
We
because like
didn't. But
they the only good thing to come from Enchantment was the idea of projections on Main Street.
But that had already been a thing at
Disneyland.
Disneyland.
Yeah, I
Disneyland already
s-
So
had
I
it.
saw
guess
that
it's
at
not
Disneyland,
really
like,
even
several years
Enchantment's
ago.
thing. But either way, when they had him in Enchantment, they almost like wanted you to watch Main Street and not look at the castle because there was so much going on Main Street.
Are they
but-
like that for this show?
No,
No.
they
okay.
accent the castle perfectly. It's
Beautiful.
like if you're staring at the castle, like your peripherals and stuff are gonna see it, and you'd be like, it's like a 360 view almost of whatever scene is on the castle. It's amazing how
Oh,
they
that's
do
awesome.
it. It's great.
I'm excited to go back and.
You know what? I just thought of something too. If we're drinking Saturday night, it'll be easier to go to the bathroom if we do it from my place.
What are you talking about? The
That works
bathroom's
for me.
just right there. It's right outside.
I just peed in a
Just
coffee
go
cup.
outside.
All right. Well, then whatever. We could talk about it closer.
I
to
don't,
Fourth Mother
I don't
Talk.
care. I'm
It just
good
no.
either
You're
way.
right. It might be hot as fuck.
Yeah.
And I won't do it in my office. We could set up in like the kitchen or something so we have more room.
Okay. I'm down for whatever. I don't care. I'm
All
just
right.
excited to see Kyle.
And then of course Epcot Forever. I only
Which is
love it
something
because of
I'm-
nostalgia.
that Two
but-
people have said in their lives. One of them was just now, and the other one was the devil when he passes away.
I was setting you up for like a mom joke. Yeah.
thing. But Epcot Forever was so weird because of the
Are the
kite
kites
parts. Yeah, the kite parts are gone.
So what do they
So
do?
Like nothing happens, and you're like,
So just minutes of nothing?
basically, yeah. You're like, what am I looking at? What's happening?
Oh no!
Nothing. Nothing.
I would assume they would have brought the shit back because Kite Tails is gone.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Wow.
But
So
no.
they don't. They don't. Wow.
So I only
That-
love
what
the
a
show
shit
because
show.
of nostalgia. So I know it's not technically like a
No,
great
that's
show.
it. No.
but
I will go down and say that's probably one of the worst fireworks shows if you take away the kites, because holy
That's fair.
shit, that is crazy.
That's fair.
I would.
love
I
it
really
still.
thought they would have brought that back in.
Me too. But it's
Wow.
cheaper not to pay 3 guys on jet skis. Not even an hour. 15 minutes a night.
Can we get characters on
damn.
jet skis like Tokyo or whoever was?
Sure hope so.
We can't. No. You know what though? As much crap as we do say and like things we don't get here, we do have the best fireworks show in all of Disney.
Nah.
No. Happily Ever's not the best.
Nah, that one that they had at Disneyland when I was there the first time was
Currently,
the best.
though, we have the best on the planet.
Which show was that at Disneyland?
They had like Haunted Mansion. Like it was
What
like
year?
park music. 2017,
Was it for the
18?
65th?
No.
No, 65th was 15.
It was like whatever their normal fireworks show was, because Tinkerbell was there,
Okay.
and it was the first time I saw her. Because theirs is different. Ours like comes down the zip line.
Theirs is behind.
Theirs
yeah.
is like
Yeah.
behind, and it moves up and down. And
Yeah.
she fell, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I thought she
She's
was
dead.
dead.
Did you see
But she
Baymax
kinda-
doing it?
No.
Have you seen the video?
No.
They've done
That's
that with so
wild.
many obscure things, like
Dumbo.
Baymax,
Dumbo did
Up,
it for a
the
while.
Up House. Like, why are we picking these random
I
things?
saw.
It's amazing.
I
that
saw the
aren't that
Halloween
meaningful.
fireworks there. That
But
was cool.
Don't they do it with Zero?
I
The
think-
Zero fly around?
No, it was Oogie Boogie, like
He
a big old
flies?
no, like did he fly or there was like
That's
a big
weird, 'cause
balloon
the
or
character
something?
doesn't fly, but
There was like a
I
big
haven't
balloon.
seen
I
it.
can't remember.
I'm just glad they're back because now, like, you can stay in the Magic
Paris gets
Kingdom at night
drones
now.
At
Yeah.
both parks.
Yeah.
The
Crazy.
one that they did for the Avengers with like Captain America's shield and shit. Have you seen that?
No.
It's insane.
Huh.
I didn't see that live. I hope Kyle gets to see it. He's going to be there in a month.
I hope Kyle gets to see Auschwitz again, but this time the real experience.
Well, that wraps up. Canceled. So.
He's coming in hot this week. I can't wait to see what
We
dumb
got
shit he
Jack
has to
in
say.
your coat. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm fourth mother box. He made a
I'm coming in
bold
hot.
claim that he
Okay.
was.
I can't
coming
wait
in
to
hot.
hear you guys talk about Blue Beetle because I still
Oh my
don't know or
God.
care. But Austin was telling me all about it last night, and I'm like, this
I
sounds
didn't know
terrible.
Austin loved DC that much.
I didn't
Did
either.
you?
Yeah, I mean, I knew he liked it better than the two of you, but
Yeah, but he's
I didn't
like,
know he knew Blue Beetle that heavy.
he's like breaking it down. And I'm like, I've never heard of this, but it sounds awful.
I just.
no, it's not bad. The comic book is really good. It's just
I'm just worried about the tone, to be honest with you. I think that the thing that was cool about the DCEU, for, in my opinion, all the missteps that they did take, and I think even as a fan, you would agree they didn't handle it the best way.
Oh, absolutely. They should have let Snyder finish it, and they didn't
100%.
because they
had somebody with a vision.
Yeah,
Let
I know.
Them do the fucking
I
vision.
know, and now
you hire
it's-
creative people to be creative. Let them do the thing
Yeah.
they fucking do.
Yeah.
Stop interfering.
We'll talk more about Blue Beetle on Fourth Mother Talk.
And I can't wait to hear
My
it.
take
'cause
on this
I
is
have
this
no
feels
idea.
very MCU.
Save it. Save
That's
it.
my
We'll
take.
talk.
That's my take. It's MCU.
Yeah.
for
We'll
me.
punch each other.
Just to you. You can edit this out. I don't give a fuck. To me, this feels MCU. It feels MCU. It doesn't feel any
no,
distinguishing
it's fair.
difference.
I'm
There's
fine.
no
The trailer.
distinguish-
but-
if you took that name off of it and just put
Will
like
you just
Ironheart-
fucking let a tease go?
No,
Save it.
I don't.
Save
give,
it.
I don't.
Save
I
it.
genuinely want to have this conversation. I don't give a fuck if we can have it again on Force Mother Box. We can
Fair.
pretend it's real. You can edit it out. I don't care. I think this if you take the Blue Beetle tag out of it, like the title card, and you just go, this is a new thing in MCU, no one would bat a fucking eye.
See, I didn't know if it was
I know.
DC or MCU because I don't know which one it's in. But then when Austin said it was DC, I'm like, okay.
Did you think that looked anything like anything you've ever seen from DC?
I've never looked it up, so I don't know.
You know what the fucking Wonder Woman and shit looks
that
like.
yeah, but I don't know Blue Beetle. I've never looked it up.
Hold
So
on. They haven't
that's
made
all
a
I know.
movie like Snyder has in a while. Like
No,
like the
Wonder
last
Woman 2, 1983. That was not that long ago.
that was not a. Have you see that start to finish? That was not Snyder.
Oh, but it's the same universe.
It's the same universe, but that was much more. Let's just, for lack of a better term, right now, it was much more colorful than Zack.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
I didn't see it. But like,
it's
it's the
nowhere
same. It's the
near.
same universe where
It
it's
is,
like,
but the tone was not the same.
it wasn't.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I stand corrected. You would know better than me.
Mhm.
I stand corrected. But you
All
know what?
right.
I don't stand corrected on this episode of Mandalorian. Thank you guys for listening to Hey Mando. We will see you on the next one.
I'm gonna edit that out.
Yeah, as you should. As you should.
Fuck both of you. We'll see you on the next show Saturday. We're gonna have a good fucking time. I cannot wait. This week cannot end.
I just
quickly. I'm
realized
so
I didn't
excited
say
for
good
this show.
journey in my intro. Dang.
It's okay.
No!
So there's my good journey.
2 hours into the show.
Yep.
We'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, stay safe. May the force be with you.
Always Tabuite.
There was no good journey, but rise.
There it is.
Shine.
I can't wait
Master
to come on
you.
the show. I'm very excited to come on. Hopefully, the internet doesn't go out, even though I'm here in person.
Master Yoda, yeah, fourth Mother Tongue, whatever.